So the journey to Phandalin has been a slow but uneventful one. You and your colleagues have, for whatever reason, be it fame, fortune, or a new start, decided to venture to the Sword Coast. After working several dead-end and mind-numbing jobs, you found yourself dreaming of something more. There have been whispers that the town of Phandalin seeks new settlers, merchants, and adventurers. The town was built upon the ruins of the old town, and has over the last several decades pushed itself forward as a vital trading stop along the tribal trail. Many merchants now take the detour to Phandalin on their trade routes between the sparkling city of Waterdeep in the south and a newly rebuilt Neverwinter to the north. It is with one of these merchants you signed on as caravan guard. With a newfound trade in the area comes newfound troubles, as bandits and greenskins attack the merchants regularly. This means that work is never short for mercenaries in the area. The three of you met on the road here, all signed on as caravan guards. Once you arrived in Phandalin and accepted your paltry payment from the merchant, you find yourself in the bustling Fallen Orc Inn. Music wheezes from an accordion as a young man plays out a shanty tune. Drinks flow and laughter fills the air. A summer breeze drifts in from the open windows, with the smell of bluebells and sunflowers mixes with the stink of medieval town life. Welcome to Phandalin.
Great introduction.
As the day waxes and the bar starts to darken, and a roaring fireplace is lit, filling the common room with warmth, a smiling waitress weaves masterfully from table to table, delivering drinks and chatter to all. A portly halfling cleans tankards behind the bar, idly chatting to a scruffy half-elf, who nods and smiles. While he says little in return, he is obviously enjoying the companionship. You guess the two are likely fast, if not odd, friends. The table over from you, on the table over from you, a grouchy-looking dwarf tears into a huge hunk of ham, washing it down with a large tankard of ale. The talented musician still alternates between an accordion and hurdy-gurdy, always being watched by a beautiful woman dressed in the garb of a sailor. By the occasional coy smile from the musician and wink from the sailor, you assess that the two are lovers. As day turns to night, as to two do your thoughts turn to your own future and the possibilities for friendship and adventure that may await you. So, as the sun sets, the night is yours. What would you do?
I think the first thing we need to do is get a drink. But I only have one silver piece, so...
Jeez, it's not like you don't have any money.
I know, exactly. What I'm breaking all the conventions this time, so one silver piece by me.
So you have very little
Can
money.
I get a
full 15 gold pieces?
Woohoo!
Nice.
I'm just going to say I've always been your friend.
So yeah, you're a little on the poor side. What I'll say first of all, as Katie can't hear you at the moment, she is currently sitting there, bless her. Do you want to go up and have a look how you're getting on with your update? So we'll just wait on going too much further until she's in. But,
so just a quick question.
yes.
One of my sort of abilities is Awakened Mind. Where I can talk to or touch the mind of another creature nearby.
Yep.
Can I use that to order a drink, or is that a blatant abuse of power?
So what you do is with Awakened Mind, you can telepathically talk to and hear everything. So it might be a slight abuse of power to use it to order a drink, and you'd probably make the waitress drop all the drinks she's holding.
Okay.
Light misuse is good enough for me.
Can I use it on the other members of my party to get them to get me a drink?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm going to do then.
Okay, so you Roscoe are sitting there looking into the bottom of your slightly empty drink, and you get a thought in your brain and a voice which just goes, "Get me a drink."
Well, that's a suspicious tool, is it?
Well, I think in the prologue we worked together, I think. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're kind of familiar with each other.
Caravan guard.
Yeah, caravan guard. So we've got at least a passing familiarity with each other.
Yeah.
So
I guess in that case, I'll just give you the side eye, like shrug.
I'm just going to meaningfully nod towards the bar.
Like roll my eyebrows at you, you know. Okay, fair enough. Off I go then.
Fantastic.
Okay, so you can head over to the bar. Miss, your companion, is sitting there, sort of purring to herself, and you can see she's kind of dozed off after she's had a few drinks. That way I can do stuff with you while she's still loading. So she's sort of dozed off, and so you're left with the two of you. Roscoe, you can make your way over to the bar.
Where is it?
The bar is over there.
Oh, there it is.
So you're met by a
Freudian fucking sandstorm.
I know. You are met by a portly, sort of friendly-looking halfling who sort of looks up to you and goes, "Ha! Hello! I'm Grey Diffidus Short Tankard. Welcome to my wonderful tavern. This is a Fallen Orc. How can I help you today? You look like a man who needs a drink."
Well, you could say that. I'll take 3 of your finest, please, man.
Yes, now, finest in this establishment can be quite expensive. Do you mean finest, or do you mean the best of the swill? Just to clarify.
I see you're a man who's dealt with us kind before. Yes, of course. Swill will do.
Best of the swill. That's fine. That'll be probably the bearded halfling is my personal favourite, which is a lovely little ale. It's got nice nutty undertones. You'll really enjoy it, I think. So that'll set you back 5 copper apiece. So that'll be 15 for the 3 of you.
Alrighty then.
Okay, so he sort of hands you over these tankards, and he goes, "Here's the tankards. Do you want any food, or are you just happy with the drinks for now?"
Well, drinks for now.
No problem. Just flag down lovely smiling Sally over there, and he sort of winks across to a buxom barmaid who sort of looks over and gives him a wink and a smile, and gets back to her work, and he goes, "She'll sort you out with food if you need it. Well, and if you need board, just ask her as well. We can sort you out here at the Fallen Orc, where our hearth is your home."
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Lovely.
Okay.
What a guy. What a great guy.
There you go. So you can work your way back to the table with the drinks. So, Malpheus, you see the hulking sort of Goliath, who is sort of having to hunch slightly in this bar. Put down 3 rather thick, viscous sort of liquids in a big metal tankard, and slides one across to you.
I'm just going to look at him and say, "That's acceptable," and have a big swig and laugh.
One of these days, you're just going to have the ball to ask me face to face.
Where would be the fun in that with my gigantic friend?
I'll just let Katie know that her character is sleeping in game. Okay, so yeah, you settle down, you pass a few drinks. You can see around you there is a sort of like the dwarf sitting on the table next to you is tearing into a big ham hock and is swilling back ale himself. You've got an old man sitting in one of the booths who looks like he's dozed off on the on the table and has a few empty bottles around him. The halfling is talking to what you imagine is a half elf. You would say an elf, but he's got a bit of a scruffy beard, and you know generally elves don't carry beards. They're sort of chatting to each other, and the halfling's going, "Yeah, it's an awful affair. I wish I had some way of sorting it out personally, but you don't see many adventurers in these parts." And the halfling the half elf sort of nods to himself and he goes, "Well, you know, I'd help you, Grey, but I'm just one man. I can't do everything." And so Grey looks over and he goes, "Yeah, I know, Quill. I know. Don't worry, I'll find a way." And then sort of goes back to cleaning tankards.
So
just so we know,
yeah,
have we recently finished our contract as caravan guard?
Yeah. So you were contracted as a caravan guard to bring a merchant safely to Phandalin, and upon completion of that, you were let go. It was only a contract up to. There wasn't a return journey. It looks like it was the return leg of his journey to Phandalin.
Okay.
So in that case, I mean,
yeah.
do we approach
I think we need to,
the guys that need help, or what?
I think we need to split up the people in the bar and sort of circulate and see what work we can rumble up. Maybe come back together and decide which thing we want to take, or unless the offer's too good to be true.
Cool. Yeah, you can do that. So, Malpheus, who would you like to go and chat to?
I'm going to chat to the attractive lady across the room on her own there.
Oh, yeah, the elf lady who's sitting there. So you sort of scoot along. She's sort of staring. You sort of sit down on the table with her, and she sort of looks away from the. She's been staring longingly at the musician in the corner, and she sort of looks to you and goes, "Can I help you?"
It's more a question of how I can help you.
She sort of looks at you oddly, and then looks over to the musician and says, "I'm sorry, I'm taken."
That's okay. I'm not looking to interfere with your personal affairs. I'm just wondering if you need any help at all.
I'm okay, thank you. But I know that there are people in town who are in need of a bit of help. What sort of help is it you're offering?
I can do a variety of tasks, fair and foul. I'm prepared to help in however, whatever you need.
Well, I know that Sister Gorel has been looking for some help over at the church. It may be worth stopping in with her. I know she's certainly looking for some adventurers to take care of a bit of an investigation for her, I think, from what I hear.
My speciality. I can definitely do that.
Excellent. Make sure you let her know I sent you over. It'll give me a bit of a laugh. She doesn't really approve of me, let's say.
I'm going to laugh, although I don't really understand.
No worries. So yeah, and she goes, now I'm enjoying the music, if I could get back to doing so.
Yeah, that's okay. Just don't forget me if you need anything else.
Will do. I'll keep you in mind.
Okay.
Okay, so you can sort of head over. Roscoe, what are you doing while he does this?
I guess I should talk to the two we overheard in the first place.
Okay, over to Gray and Quill. Okay, so you can sort of sidle over and take a seat next to Quill if you like. And he sort of looks up and he goes, hello, friend. We don't see many Goliaths around here. What brings you from the north?
Oh, my tale is a long and woeful one.
Fair enough.
But let's just go with. I've just finished my contract as a caravan guard, and I couldn't help but hearing that you might need adventurers.
Yes. Not myself, perchance, but I know my friend Gray has a bit of a predicament. I mean, Gray, this gentleman may be able to help you. And you sort of hear a crashing around in the kitchen. Oh shit! And then the door sort of opens and out pops the halfling who sort of comes over and leans on the edge of the table. Yes, sir. And Quill goes, this gentleman was... Oh, sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Roscoe.
This gentleman, Roscoe, he was saying that he's a caravan guard, and he thinks that he may be able to help you with your problem. And Gray sort of perks up at this and goes, yes, a caravan guard. You might just do, actually. The problem I have, I'm not going to lie to you, it's a difficult one. It's a bit of a doozy. I need someone to acquire something for me, which I have carelessly misplaced. I've been tracking the object's movements for some time, and I think I might know the sort of rough area where this treasure may hide. It's a magical artifact. I would like to hire you and your friends to retrieve this artifact, if you could. I believe there is a nearby cave. It's located between the town here of Phandalin and the nearby town of Lelion. It's somewhere between there. That's all I know. But Quill might be able to tell you a little more. And Quill sort of looks up and goes, "Yes, I believe. Yeah, it's. I think that it may be hidden in. From what Gray said, it's some sort of cavern or dungeon underneath. a large jutting rock, and I only really know of one large jutting rock in that area he described. It's called the Godfinger, and it's I don't know its exact location, but it's somewhere between here and Lelion. If you travel direct to Lelion from here, you should pass it at some point. If you've got a little bit of tracking ability, you should be able to find it.
The Godfinger, eh? Well, there must be some information that we can gather from the locals in the area.
Yeah, absolutely. It's apparently it's a bit closer to Lelion, I think, than here, so it might be worth stopping in there. It's a small village, and someone there may know more.
Right, you are. Well, not that I'm usually happy to speak for my party, but we could do with the work.
Yeah,
So I accept.
excellent. So, and Gray goes, the matter of reward, I'd be happy to give you 60 gold pieces for this, which is quite the sum. And he sort of holds a coin perch, and you would know that 60 gold pieces is quite a bit of money in these parts. It's far more than you made from. You only made a few silver from the caravan job you had. Or a few coppers or silvers, so 60 gold pieces is more money than you've come across up to this point.
Yeah, that is a very large sum of money. How's about here? Let's cut a deal.
Mm-hmm.
How about we get a room in the inn for myself and my party, and we lower the gold reward only slightly. So let's cover the cost of the room with the gold reward.
Okay. Well, it depends what sort of room you want. I've got several available here. I've got the common room, which is only a mere copper a night. I've got the copper suite, which will set you off at 1 silver per night. I've got the silver suite, which will be 1 gold piece per night, or the gold suite if you really want to lord it up, which is 5 gold pieces a night.
Oh, we'll take the let's say the mid-range.
That would be the copper suite, which will be 1 silver a night.
That would be perfect.
Excellent. Yes, so it's yours. How long are you wanting to stay?
Well, I guess until we found your artifact.
Okay. Well, shall we say 5 nights for a start? So that'll be 5 silver, and I'll you know what? I'll say the first 5 nights are on me. If you can get me this artifact, they're on me. If not, and you return without the artifact, then obviously I will require payment, but I'd be happy to say I'll take payment upon you completing your quest.
And then I'd say we'd have ourselves a deal.
Nice. And he sort of holds you up a hand and goes, it's a pleasure doing business with you, Roscoe, and I'll probably have more work for you after this if you need it. Anyway, I better get back to tending the bar. So he sort of shifts back behind the bar. And Quill sort of goes, you see, I thought he could probably sort you out something. You seem like a capable fellow. I too might have a few jobs for you later down the line. I'm having at the moment, but I'll keep you in mind, Roscoe, okay?
Right you are.
Thank you. Okay, so you can make your way back to your table, and just as you do, Malpheus is making his way back as well, having talked to Violetta, so you can sort of talk to each other a little bit now.
Okay, in that case I will relay the information I just got to
Super.
Malpheus.
And I'm going to just relay that I definitely am with a good chance with the lady who's looking at the musician.
Okay, excellent.
She only had eyes for me, but she's hiding it by looking at the other man. I can understand that.
Excellent. So there's only really another few people you haven't spoken to in the bar yet. There's the rather burly, grumpy-looking dwarf, and there's the sleeping man over in the booth, who probably doesn't want to be disturbed, I'd imagine.
I think I'd like to talk to the sleeping man.
Okay, you can sort of shimmy on up to him. He is completely blind, passed out. You can attempt to wake him if you want.
Okay, so essentially what I'm relying on here is another one of my skills, which is Heart of Darkness.
Okay.
So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to brace him and wake him up and just look directly into his eyes.
Okay.
And sort of say something along the lines of, I'm looking for work, and do you need any help?
Okay, so you do so, and he sort of wakes up and goes, do you want at you. This guy is blind drunk to the point where he can barely even string 2 words together. drunk, and you sort of you try to make eye contact with him, and he just sort of blearily opens one eye and then just bang onto the table again, passes out. He is. You imagine you probably need to let him sleep this one off first.
Okay. So would it be wrong at this point to just check his pockets and see if he's got anything in there?
No, you can certainly do so. Make a sleight of hand check for me. I'd say with advantage because he is really drunk.
All right, let's have a look at that.
Okay, so no, he you sort of go to reach down and he sort of slaps your hand away and then just passes out again.
Fair enough. I'm going to back off at that point.
Okay, no worries. So Roscoe, what are you doing while this is happening?
Drinking my goddamn drink.
Okay, so you're drinking a drink. No worries. So you move on over, Malpheus, back to the table.
Yeah.
Roscoe has got an empty tankard in front of him.
I'm just going to look at him and I'm going to say, for the first time ever, Roscoe, can you go to the bar?
Nice.
My friend, I just got us some work. Maybe you should go to the bar for a change.
I would, but as you know, I'm slightly strapped for cash. But I'll definitely owe you further down the line. I'm just going to fling him
the money for the drink.
Okay. So you can.
Okay, so I'll call over the barmaid lady.
Sorry, Sally. And she sort of waits over and she goes, "Hello, darling. How can I help you?"
Well, you can help me in a number of ways, but to start with, let's have a round of drinks for my friends here.
A round of drinks it is. Do you want the same again?
How much money did Roscoe give me?
Enough for the same again.
Okay.
Enough for the he didn't give me any more.
So she sort of looks around and sees the two empty tankards in front of you and the still full tankard in front of the sleeping miss, and she goes, "Do you want 2 rather than 3?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be 10 copper pieces again.
3.
Okay.
Oh, that's very generous.
15 copper pieces then, please.
And then we've got another each afterwards.
I hand it over.
Excellent. So she sort of goes, "I'll be right back, darling," and then she dances around and goes into the bar. You hear great. How
much should I deduct from my gold pieces? So I had 15 gold pieces. I spent 30 silver.
You spent 30 copper.
30 copper.
Yeah.
Okay.
You haven't paid for the rooms yet.
Yeah. Rooms you haven't paid for yet.
Geez. Okay. In that case, how much is that
So
then?
there are 100 copper in 1 silver.
Fucking hell, I got loads of money.
And 100 silver in 1 gold.
And you put us in the copper suite, Jesus.
So Sally comes back and she passes out the drinks to you all. And she goes, "Here you go, my darlings. Call me over if you want anything more. Do you need room or board, or have you already sorted out with Gray?"
I'm going to say my good colleague and stalwart associate here has got rooms for us, courtesy of your proprietor.
Wonderful.
I had one more thing to ask you. What's the latest gossip around town? What's the word? Anything new going on?
Oh, well, there's that. I do hear that there's this arena in town which people are getting very excited about. It's just opened its doors, and she says, maybe talk to old Karag over there about that. He's a bit of a fan. And she points towards the grumpy looking dwarf, and she just goes, watch yourself around him. No, he's a bit of an asshole, and sort of dances back off towards Quill and serves
my gladiator muscles in a little bit of time now.
Well, my friend, I think it is time for you to do that, and I'm happy to manage you for only 10%.
I'm sure you are.
And we all laugh.
So yeah, you can wander over and have a chat to Carrick if you want. If one of you wants to go over.
Well, should we both go over and talk to him?
Yeah, you can go for that.
Yeah, I'd say let's take our drinks over.
Okay, so you take your drinks over, and he goes, "Oi, this is my table. Can't you see I'm eating here? What do you want?" As he takes a massive bite into another huge ham, which looks like it's made to feed a few.
I'm sure. Oh, yeah, I'm sure it is. He's a big boy. We've heard tell that you're quite the, what should I say, fan of the arena. that we might get some information off you?
Aye, the arena, you see. Oh, I do like watching a good fight there. Yeah, there's only been a few. We haven't really had much quality come through yet.
And he takes one look at you and goes, "You're a big lad. I'd like to see you fight in the arena. That'll be something I'd like to wager a few gold on. Not on you, mind, but on whatever you're fighting. Give me a good laugh."
Alright, well, I've done a little bit of gladiatorial fighting in my time.
What have you now? I couldn't tell it from looking at you. I'll tell you what.
It has been a while, you're right. Dust off the old cobwebs, if you know what I mean.
And he sort of stands up and bares his flabby body. He's got a big bulbous belly, and he sort of pats it and goes,
"Aye, we can't all be built by old Karak here. A mighty mountain of a dwarf I be." And he goes, "Anyway, if you fancy you're trying your luck at the arena, go and speak to Charlie over there. He'll sort you out with some fights. You'll probably get yourself killed, but at least you'll give me a good laugh."
You're a veritable landslide of a man.
"Indeed I am, lad, and don't you forget it."
And he bashes the battle axe on the table and goes,
"Aye, don't forget it, and tell whoever you see, no one fucks with Karak. Karak board eater."
And he takes another massive bite of the ham.
And he goes, "Now if you don't mind, kindly fuck off so I can get back to me meal."
What a delightful young man he is.
So you sort of you make your retreat back to your table. Let me just ask for a quick status update from Katie.
Yeah, absolutely. What you thinking then, Roscoe? Do you fancy getting in the arena, earning us some money?
I do, but maybe not at level 1.
So
I think maybe we should like go and stretch our stretch our muscles on some games.
Okay, I'm sort of up for that challenge. I would be interested.
Explore this dungeon that we've heard about, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can do. So you've got a few options open to you. You've obviously heard of a dungeon which Gray has employed you to go and see. That would involve probably travelling to Leylon, which is the nearby village. He said you'd be able to get some more information there. You could also check out the rest of the town while you're here. You've got the lead that the sister at the local church needs your help, and then there's the arena to check out as well.
I think we should probably find out what the sister wants while we're here anyway. What do you think?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you can make your way over there. I'd probably say at this point you're probably gonna have to wait till the morning. Time is stretching on a little bit. It's probably around 11 o'clock-ish, midnight-ish by now, so the things are starting to settle down. As you can see, there's not many people in the bar at the moment, so probably heading off to bed to your rooms first of all. And I think you can sort of, Mist is out cold, so you can kind of leave her down here. So let's pop you up in your room. There we go, copper suite, and let's pop. Okay, so you sort of enter, and it's a nice enough room up here. It's
oh, very nice. Yes.
Yeah, you've got the 4 beds in there, so there's plenty of space in here. It's fun. It's not going to win any awards, but it's functional and it'll do the job.
So the first thing I do is I move one of the beds round, so I've got a double bed and I get into it. So.
Okay, no worries. Easy enough to do. I'm not going to do it because it'll mean me rearranging my lovely crafted map. But you need to scroll down.
Have you zoomed it out? I can see you because you're sitting in bed.
Yeah, I can see my character portrait.
Oh.
Oh.
I just can't.
Oh, I know why that is. It's because you haven't got dark vision. And there's no light in there. So you are in a pitch black room at the moment. Welcome to not having dark vision for like the first time ever for you.
Amazing. I'm going to whisper in your ear, "Hello, darling."
Yeah, and there is no light in here. It is pitch black.
Actually, I'm going to take pity on you. I'm going to light one of my torches.
Okay.
Put it in a wall bracket or something.
No worries. Let me just light it up then. One moment. Sorry, I'm just singing along.
Changing the light dynamics, fitting the light bulb. I know.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you managed to light up the room. You say there is a torch on now against the wall. So you can now see. Congratulations.
Excellent.
So you can settle down for the night and rest easy enough. You can either take. You don't really need to take a watch here, you imagine, because it's a tavern. You've got the room to yourself. So easily enough, you pass the time, and you wake up in the morning, and you set out to Handlin. Mist is still snoring away. You leave a little note to say to meet you at the church with her before you head out.
Yep.
And now we see Fandolin. So you currently are at the Fallen Orc Inn. You can see where you are by the lovely little token you've got for your party there.
Very nice.
So the church you saw on the way in is kind of just across the square, so you can head along there if you want. So you head out with the Fallen Orc Inn, the two of you.
Yeah, let's go there first.
Okay, it's easy enough. So you make your way there. Let's just move you over to the church, and you walk into the Church of Luck. And in here, it's a nice looking place. It's very quiet, and it's a little dark. There are lights, so you should be able to see. I'm just going to get rid of Mist because she's not here. Okay, so
I'm going to suggest to Roscoe. I'm going to say, might be better if you lead this conversation. What with me looking so hot and dashing, and so on.
And you give yourself too much credit.
Well, it's more the hooves and the yellow eyes and the the smell of sulphur. I'm just putting it out there that it might go better if we do it like that.
Okay.
What do you think?
Easy enough.
Yeah. Can you change your name, by the way, on your character portrait?
Yeah.
Click on the.
I'm gonna keep forgetting otherwise.
Click on the little cog.
Sorry, that's my fault. There you go. I didn't save it. There we go. Done.
Brilliant. So easy enough. You can walk in with Roscoe taking the lead.
Yeah, I'm just going to kind of slink along behind.
No worries. So you're a little way back. So it opens up into a rather magnificent looking church, and you see a relatively young looking. It's hard to tell with elves. Elven woman with white blonde hair in front of you. She's currently kneeling down praying. And as you sort of walk in, she looks up and greets you and goes, "Hello, my name's Sister Grail. Welcome to the Church of Luck. How can I help you today?"
So I'm presuming here I've told Roscoe about the lady I spoke to. Well, obviously I pointed her out.
Yeah.
So he knows.
I get a recap.
So basically I spoke to the lady, can't remember her name though.
Violetta.
The musician piece.
Yeah, I spoke to Violetta, who was totally into me, but I said I had to go and do some work first, and hence we're here to find out about some work.
Okay, so I'm guessing you relay that to Sister Grail.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll say we've just been having a drink in the tavern, and we heard that you might have some work for us.
Oh, okay. Can I ask who sent you?
Violetta, I believe.
And you see her slight twitch of her eye, and she goes, help comes from the strangest of places, I guess. And beggars can't be choosers, as they say. Well, yes, I am in need of help, and I think the two of you may be able to help me. You look capable enough. And she sort of double takes her.
She's had a hard day and she's asleep.
Okay, fair enough. Well, the two of you might be able to help me. I've had a bit of trouble. One of our brothers has gone missing. We sent him down to the crypts below to check on Sildar's grave. He was going to leave some. Oh, sorry, I forget myself. You probably don't even know who Sildar is. Sildar was the hero of Fandolin. He saved us from a awful dragon attack about 30 years ago. He is sort of revered in town. He fought off a dragon but fell while fighting him off. And yeah, you may have heard of him.
Yeah. Okay.
He
Sorry, out of character. I remember it now.
yeah. He's buried in a crypt below the church here, and we used to send down offerings every now and again, just as remembrance for what he did and thanks for what he did. We hadn't for a while. We'd been ever so busy building the new church, and so I sent the brother down to after the renovations ended to take an offering down to Sildar and just to remind him that we're thinking of him. And unfortunately, the brother didn't return, and I sort of went down myself, but there were spiders everywhere, and I hate spiders. I had to retreat back, and I shut the cellar door to the crypt, and I'm afraid I haven't been back since. I'm no fighter. I'm just a priest. So we need someone a bit more capable than myself to go down and clear out this infestation. Before I ran, there was a hole in the grounds which looks like they'd broken through from something below.
I think we'd be happy to help.
Okay.
I'm just nodding.
We could do with a little bit of excitement after our rather lackluster job.
Excitement is our speciality. We've been lacking it lately. Let's go and crush some spiders.
Fair enough. That sounds wonderful. If you could, if you could return with some sign of the missing priest, I pray he's okay. But honestly, it's been a little while before he went missing, and I fear the worst. He wore a silver ring, which, if you could return that as proof, it's magic in nature, I believe. It has some sort of magic on it. You could return it. If you could return it, I'm sure the brother wouldn't mind if you kept it as payment for either his safe return, or at least returning his remains to us if it comes to that.
I think it's good that you've talked about payment, because in these current harsh times, it's important that we kind of have payment.
I understand, and I of course, working for the church, I do not have a lot of gold, but this ring is magical, as I said, and hopefully it will do you some good.
Okay. You said not a lot of gold? Some gold?
I'm afraid all of our gold goes to charity and helps the needy here. We don't keep any for ourselves.
That is very good, because we are very needy. My friend and I are extremely needy.
Make a persuasion roll for me. Okay, so she goes, I'm sorry, I can't. I don't have any gold on me here. It's all given to the poorhouses and the need. We buy food with it and give it out. I might be able to offer you some food, or at least I could offer you the temple services. I could heal your wounds if ever you need it. I'd be happy to do so free of charge on top of the ring.
That would be acceptable. That sounds like a useful service for us. Yeah.
Super.
Okay. Excellent
then. I wait to hear from you. You'll need this key, and she hands you over sort of a rusty old key. I locked the basement door. You'll need to head out through the doors just over here, and she sort of makes her way over to here. She goes, I'll just open them for you, and then you'll have to open the trapdoor with the key, and you should then be able to get into the undercrypt. So she opens the door and sort of takes a step back, and she goes, best of luck to you both, and you can head on in.
Let's go. Check the traps.
Okay, so you go up to a trapdoor. It has got a sort of hefty padlock on it, and you manage to unlock it. You can check for traps if you want to.
Yep, let's check for traps.
Okay, make a
For some reason, I feel like we should.
Make an investigation roll.
Okay.
Seems to be trap free. It's just had a padlock on it. You imagine that the church probably hasn't trapped their door into the crypt.
You just never know these days.
So you manage to open the door up, and you make your way down. Let me just transfer you to the part of the map where you need to go.
Well, my friend, let's take our first step on a bold and exciting adventure.
So you make your way down.
It's about time as I flex my muscles and stretch out my shoulders.
Okay, so you make your way down into what looks like a more undercroft area. It's dark in here, like pitch black. So Malpheus, you're fine. Roscoe, you can't see a fucking thing.
Okay, good.
Do you have a torch on you? You could light it if you've got a tinderbox.
Hang on. I do have a torch.
Excellent. Okay, so let's. So you
have a tinderbox, yes.
Excellent. So you managed to light it up. Let's put that on there. Okay, so you now should be able to see. Okay.
Yes, I can. Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so easy enough. You make your way down. You find another trapdoor. What's the marching order? Who wants to jump down first? This one isn't locked.
I'm going to say, meat shield always goes first.
Okay. So
Let's do that.
Roscoe, you climb down, and the first thing you are met with is a scuttering noise. And I'd like you to roll initiative, please. And Malpheus, as you hop down after, I'd say.
Okay. Actually,
You've got decimal places now, huh?
Yeah. So there is a initiative tiebreak. So basically, what happens is when you get the same initiative as someone, it adds on your dexterity modifier, which is the decimal places. So to give you a tiebreak.
yeah.
It should be
Right,
useful.
Looks like I'm going to win that one then if we ever get to
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Right, let me just pull up my Swarm of Spiders stats.
Swarm.
Yeah. Let's have a look here. Monsters. Okay, let's roll them initiative. Okay, remember, have you rolled your initiative?
Yep.
Ah, good. Okay, no problem. Let me just. I didn't have the initiative thing open. That's not a problem. I can sort it. So going forward, when you roll initiative, make sure you've got your tokens selected because it will automatically add you to the initiative order. Then it's not a problem this time. I can add you manually. Malpheus. So Malpheus is on 11. Add. And Roscoe is on 9. Add.
Yay, nice and slow.
So Malpheus 11. Screen 9. So the spiders are first. So let's pull up their stats here.
You are killed.
You kind of
The end.
expect them to be faster though, really.
Yeah. You'd think.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so this swarm of spiders makes its way over to you, Roscoe, and is going to attack. So that is a 20 to hit.
Jesus, yeah.
So let's see. So it does 10. Oh crap! Bear me one moment. So that's 40. So 4d4 piercing damage.
What's your HP?
That is 4 points of damage.
Ow.
This one with spiders. Okay, and
I have
this
12 though.
this
You have
one
12,
is
okay.
going
I have
to
9.
scuttle over and take an attack against you as well. So,
I'm kind of counting on my slightly higher armor class here.
that is a
Fuck off.
23 double damage.
Jesus.
So, what
Yeah,
we have
Yeah.
this time as well, which is a new addition, you'll be happy to hear, is the
Yeah.
Giving?
is the critical hit deck,
Ah,
where when
okay.
there is a critical, rather than doing double damage, we get to pull something from the critical hit deck.
Yay!
So first off, let's find out. Let's
Spin the wheel, Bob.
Spin the wheel.
spin the wheel. I've just got to try and remember how I re-add this. Bear me one moment.
Didn't you do? Is
here
it
it
worth?
is.
Is it? Okay.
So, deal 1 card to Roscoe.
Let's go, Pico.
Okay, so how this works, you should have just received a critical hit card.
Where would that be?
Above your name, down the bottom left hand corner.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So, what we do is we. Let me just pinch it. Oh,
We'll hit deck for GMs.
how can you see the critical hit card?
I can see the steal request card.
Okay, can you say yes? Because I don't think I should have dealt it to you. I think as it's mine, I should have. Sorry, I'm learning.
Say, no way.
No, I need to steal it to see it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's alright. We're gonna have a few kings.
Okay, I can't take it now. I don't think. Okay, let's recall the cards. I'll have to shuffle it again.
Door.
Okay, I should deal it to me. Is what I should have done. Deal 1 card to me, so I can actually see what it says. There we go. Brilliant. Okay, so first of all, let's roll the damage. So you take 8 points of damage.
Okay, I'm dead.
Are you down?
And I got 12 hit points.
And
Remember, we're level 1.
along with that, you get the Muscle Piercer. Your next attack using a melee weapon deals 1d4 less damage.
Door.
Okay, but you're unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay, so Roscoe falls unconscious.
I mean, for fuck's sake, my armor class is 16. You roll a 20 and
It happens, man. It happens. So Malpheus, it's your go. You see a large Goliath sort of collapse down in front of you.
Okay, so I am going to use. Let's have a look. What have I got here? I've got Eldritch Blast. So I'm just looking to see if it attacks more than one. Right. Yeah, we definitely need a bit of backup. The spell creates more than one beam when you reach the 100. Okay, so I can file. Okay. Just give me 2 shows. So I don't think that's going to work on them. Okay, I was going to use Eldritch Blast on the nearest spider, I guess.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so that is 10 to hit, which misses, unfortunately. So as you blast forth this fiery beam at them, they sort of part out the way, and it just goes straight through the swarm and hits the wall behind.
Door.
So you've still got your bonus action, or you can move.
Okay, let me just have a quick look and see what I can do.
So Katie, let me just assign your character over for you, and we'll get you joining in here because they need you big time. So edit.
Yeah, so I am going to withdraw up the ladder.
Okay, no problem. Let me just move you over. So you withdraw up the ladder. As you do so, you see a familiar face greeting you as
hello.
Mist is up the ladder.
Mist.
Mist, you have just arrived to see Malpheus poking his head up out of a ladder in the church. You dozed off in a bar.
That's 'cause it's
You should be able to. You've got dark vision.
Oh, hang on. You moved me.
Yes. So you found a note on the table when you woke up saying we've gone to the church. Meet us there. You rushed over. You were greeted by Sister Gurael, who said, "Oh, your friends are already here. They've headed down into the cellar. They've agreed to help me." And you sort of rushed down to be met by Malpheus popping up through a trapdoor. I'd like you to roll initiative, please, so we know you are on an initiative order.
Can you tell me what they wanted help with?
No. All you know is that they went ahead.
As I come up, I'm just going to go, spiders! Spiders! Beautiful
Okay.
spiders.
So, initiative 18. Okay, so...
Why have I got a point 13?
Because the initiative order, there's a dexterity tie break this time.
Okay.
Helping to resolve who goes first.
Yes.
In this case, it was Roscoe, and he got creamed by these two hard-hitting spiders. Poor Roscoe.
Add. Missed. Okay. Malpheus, your initiative was not 22, was it? I think I've mucked up the thing somehow.
My initiative was
11.
11 points 11.
11. Okay, let's try. Do it again. I think I added the 11 to one place. Okay, 11. That's right. Okay, so Miss, your initiative is 18. So that sits you at the top of the order above the swarm of spiders. Okay, so now it is Roscoe's go. So Roscoe, I need you to make a death saving throw, please. That is a fail. Mark off one failure.
Okay.
Okay, next up, Mist, you're up.
I'm really confused.
So Malpheus has just popped out of a trapdoor, has gone, spiders! And sort of pointed down the trapdoor. You can go down if you like. It is open.
I guess I'll have a look.
Okay, so you make your way down the ladder. You see Roscoe bleeding out at the base of a ladder, and swarms of spiders surrounding him.
So, I've got cure wounds. Do I need anything to do that?
No, you can just cast it. It's an action to cast, I believe. And you're within touch range.
Trying to find the button. Hang on. Where's the button?
That's, of course, the mental button.
Okay, so Roscoe, you regain consciousness and you get 11 hit points.
Lovely job.
Okay, so you sort of reach down to Roscoe and you get a warmth holding your holy symbol of a cat lord, and a warmth travels down through your arm into his body, and he bursts back to life. And you can see the little piercing wounds on him where blood was trickling out, seal up. Roscoe, you are back to life, and you still have a bonus action or your some movement left. Missed it. What would you like to do?
I'll probably go back up the ladder, to be fair.
Okay, yeah, you can do so. So you can pop yourself back up the ladder, and that brings it to the swarm of spiders go. So,
Hey.
By the way, when I do come back down, I'm going to take credit for bringing help, so I'm just saying that now.
okay, let me just get these spiders back up. So they are going to make an attack against you, Roscoe. That is a 12 to hit.
No.
Excellent. So yeah, they sort of bite down at you again. You sort of shrug them off, and the second ones will make an attack against you as well. That is a 4 to hit.
Critical failure.
Yeah, critical failure. So they get a 2 draw out of a critical failure.
Love the crit.
So this is
I'm going to make more of a point of saying about crits now. I think.
Yeah. So what we're doing with this one, Katie, is there is now critical fail and critical hit. So rather than getting doubles, double damage on them, you draw a card. Well, I draw a card out for you at random from the deck.
Yeah,
So
you should.
yeah. So they have just done a critical fail. So I'm going to draw out a card from the critical fail deck. Let's have a look. What happens to them? Deal. 1 card.
I mean, I'd love the answer to that to be the just wanting to chicken butts.
Let's have a look. Critical fail deck.
Oh, what is it?
Okay. Something slipped. Your AC is reduced by 1d8 for 1d4 rounds.
Yeah.
Nice. So 1d8. So it's reduced by 4 for
Yeah.
3 rounds.
Nice.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Attack.
So
It's
next.
nice when it's happening to them.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
So next it is you, Malpheus.
Okay, so I'm going to go back down.
Yep.
And let's just have a quick look. I'm going to attack with my hand axe.
Okay, so you're moving into melee. Go for it.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you're attacking the one nearest to you here, which is the one with the lower armor class. Go for it. Make an attack. That is, even with the lower armor class, that is a miss, unfortunately. So swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. Okay.
So
Okay, well that's
that's
what
you
I'm
go.
gonna
Okay, Roscoe, you're up.
Yes, I am.
I am also saying I bought you reinforcements to get you
Okay.
well, as I'm just trying to hack at the spider. So.
Yeah.
Am I rolling disadvantage here or not? Or do I just
Let's have a look at. Yeah, because you've got a critical hit. So yeah, on your one, yeah, you do. Your weapon deals 1d4 less damage.
Okay, so I'll just do it on more.
Yeah.
Bam. And then
Okay.
1d4.
Nice.
So yeah, 1d4. So that's 3. So a straight 10. Nice. And with that, you slash away at the spiders. They're still going, but there's a lot less of them now in this swarm.
Good.
Yeah. So yeah.
Good job.
Okay. Excellent. So would you like to do anything else for your turn, or are you gonna stay there?
I'll just stand there looking firm and angry.
No worries. Okay. So next up is Mist. You're up.
So I'll go back down.
Okay. No worries.
And which ones have been hit?
So the ones in front of Roscoe, there's a lot less of them. A few of them have been killed off. The ones in front of Malpheus, there's a few of them, but they're looking a bit dazed.
So what movement? Sorry, did I use to come down the ladder?
So it's about 10 feet. So I'd say you'd use about half of your movement going down, climbing.
And it's 5 in a.
5 per square, yeah. So
So I
5.
can go to like there.
You could get to next to Malpheus, yeah.
So I would need a ranged attack.
No, you'd be in melee if you were standing next in this. If you were standing there, which you can get to, you're in melee with these spiders.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'll do that, and I'll hit them with my mace.
Okay, go for it.
Nice.
Make an attack.
Normal. Oh, wow.
Okay, luckily those spiders have a reduced armor class, and you hit with that, and you smush a load of them on there. So let me just bring up my
Heavy metal thunder.
So yeah, you just bring down a mace and flatten a load of spiders. So the swarm is a lot smaller than it was now. Okay.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Okay, no worries. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Animal handling.
Okay, so it is the swarm of spiders go. So this one is going to make an attack against you, Mist, as you were the last one to hit them. Let's have a look here. That is a 19 to hit.
That hit.
Okay, so let's roll damage. That's 4d4.
4d4.
There's a lot of them. That is 11 points of damage.
Oh, I'm unconscious.
Oh shit. Okay.
With
Oh no! Wait, I fucked up. There's less than half of them. They do less damage when there's less than half of them. So you might be alright. It's 2d4 they're on now. So I'll re-roll. You might be okay. So that is 5 damage, not 11.
Okay.
Luckily I noticed that. I just looked in the description and was like, oh, wait a moment. Okay, so that is their go. The other one is going to make an attack against you, Oscar. So that is a 5 to hit, so no, they miss. Okay, so they are done. Malpheus, you're up.
Eldritch Blast, I think.
Go for it.
Against, I suppose, the ones in front of me. Let me just... Chop. Oh.
Okay, so the ones in front of you, no, that's enough with a reduced armor class. So you do hit. Whereas a scorching ray just incinerates a load of little spiders. So
nice.
It is -6. And yeah, there's not many left in this swarm now. It's more of a gathering than a swarm now. This other one. Okay, so that is that you done with your turn?
I think so. Yeah.
Brill.
Yeah,
Okay, so Roscoe, you're up.
Okay. Same again, I guess. The big old blammo with the axe.
Go for it. Wham! Okay, and with that, instead of sort of slashing, you turn the axe so the flat of it is there, and you just fly swatter the remainder of these spiders, and catch them all under the massive blade of your axe as you squash down that swarm.
I'm the most intelligent guy in the world, but I got to.
Amazing.
Yeah. So that swarm is no more. So if you're okay, so next up, Mist.
I'm gonna go with my mace again, because I'm a bit groggy and a bit confused.
Oh,
And you can tell,
well.
you can really tell.
I thought you were going to have an amazing roll there.
Wham! Okay, so you're still hurting from the damage you took last time, and you're like, ah, this was not nice to wake up to. Okay, so you do miss, unfortunately. Just as you bring your mace down, the swarm parts and it hits just straight on rock.
Duh.
Not that I'm salty or vindictive in any way,
Yeah.
but that was a critical fail.
It's a crit fail.
Oh, it was. So I do need to pull one from the crit fail.
Deal them
I'm
cards.
not saying this will make up for the fact that you blew us all up in the last campaign.
Allegedly.
Okay, let's deal one.
You spontaneously explode. Hurrah!
Okay,
I mean,
let's see what you get.
No, I
I'm
hope
not
not
gonna
to.
move a finger or something. I don't even have.
Yeah, because some of these can be permanent, can't
So this one is called Yoink. Make a contested dexterity or strength check with a target. If a target wins, it takes your weapon from you. So you may accidentally drop your mace into the swarm of spiders.
So what's this? Dexterity?
Yep.
I guess whichever's better for you.
So 18 the spiders roll.
Oh my god.
What is it at disadvantage?
No,
Just a normal roll?
just normal dexterity. Okay, you drop your mace. So it slips out of your hand and the spiders writhe over to it. You're going to have to pick it up through a swarm of spiders.
Surely spiders, it would like squash a couple.
Nope. So you whack it on the ground and it sort of vibrates up the mace and you're like, ow, in your wrist, and just lose it and the spiders swarm over it. You are currently maceless. Next up is the spiders. So the spiders are going to attack you with your mace. Just kidding, they're not going to attack you with your mace. So that is a 22 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, so it is 2d4 damage. That is 4 points of damage.
Oh, I'm hanging in there.
I'm gonna say next time, heal yourself, alright?
But I can only use one spell once.
Oh god,
I
okay.
have a long rest, so I only
Okay,
have one healing spell.
So Malpheus, you're up.
Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
I think that's the best thing to do.
Okay,
Boom.
yeah, so you hit for a massive 1 point of damage. So they are still there, but you managed to scorch one spider.
I'm like all about the show.
It's like all the spiders part, and it's like there's this one spider who's like looking up at you, and you just like boom, incinerate this poor one spider. So, if that's your game, Roscoe, you're up.
Fun. Squish time.
Squish time.
Let's.
Wow!
Yeah, and that is
Oh my
enough.
God.
Same trick again. Wham! The spiders are gone.
Yay!
You are spiderless. And you
Good
see,
work, guys.
you notice now there is a large sort of crack in the floor where these spiders have swarmed down. It does look like you could make your way down there. It looks like there's been some sort of breach from below.
Guys, what the heck?
Well, long story short, damsel in distress. We had to help her. Here we are.
We
Stop
woke you up
spiders.
once before and it didn't really go down very well, so.
So the question is, go on.
Like, I wake up
Kitty
and
just
you're not
pauses.
there, and then we're all dying from spiders. Like,
In fairness to them, it was the next day. They did spend a night there, so you arrived, fell asleep, and then woke up in the morning and they were gone.
Yeah.
Well, they did leave a note, though.
Yeah, we didn't want to disturb you. You looked like you were enjoying your sleep. So, did you have a good rest?
well, I
Good.
did,
I'm glad
but
to hear it. Here we are. check for loot. Check for loot.
check for traps.
Okay.
We've already been there.
So there doesn't seem to be any loot. There is a coffin there, which you imagine is probably for Sildar's crypt. You can see a couple of offerings.
I want to look in the coffin. I want to see if there's any loot in there.
Okay, make an investigation check for me.
I surely shall.
Okay, so easy enough. You lift it up. There's a corpse in there, a skeleton, and there's an old rusty sword. It doesn't look like it's usable really. It's kind of rusted away.
Okay.
There's sort of some rusted ratty old leather armor which is sort of rotten away as well by the looks of it.
The loot here is rubbish, I say as I close the coffin.
Yeah. So it's at this point you remember that the Sister Gorel upstairs said that she'd heal you guys for free.
Maybe we should go and get a heal. What do you
yeah,
think,
that'd
guys?
be nice. But does that replenish my spell count?
No, you would need to take a long rest. So you guys can recoup back at the inn and then rest for a night and come back if you want.
I'll tell you what else I like about this fighter, Goliath. All of my special abilities are renewable with a short rest.
Yes, and I think I got short rest for my
Yes,
spell-
short rest for you as
spell
well.
slot.
It is long rest for Cleric Day, so yeah.
Okay. What do we want to do, guys?
Well, is this
if
the
we're
only
going
place
down
in
a
the
hole, you probably want at least one spell that we can use that will heal someone.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go for a rest then.
Okay, easy enough. So I'll say that you go back and rest up. We won't sort of roleplay the resting up and everything. You go back to the inn, easy enough. You rest for the night, and you return on the next day down here, so you can heal yourself up to full rest and replenish your spells and everything. So you sort of recoup down here. Sister Goril thanked you for clearing the spiders. She asked that you investigate the hole to find out where they came from.
Okay, that seems reasonable.
Okay, so yeah, you can make your way down there. Let me just plonk your tokens on the page there.
Okay.
Feel like being flushed?
Okay. So you make your way down the ladder into a pitch black. I think mark off. Have you got another torch, by the way, Roscoe? Because that other one would have burnt out long ago. Cool. So we'll say that you you light up another torch. No problem at all. So that's 60. And there we go. So the other two of you should be okay soon. So yeah, you go down the hole. You managed to sort of lower. Sister Grail gave you a rope ladder, which you managed to lower down. and you find yourself in a dark cave, and you are hit by just the reek of decay.
Ew. Uh-oh.
And other horrible smells. There's a coppery
can I do
punch.
this?
What?
That one.
I don't know. Ooh.
If there's any resistance within 30 feet of you. So let me just check.
It's coming out of your eyes now.
You
Like that.
okay? Let me just check something. One moment.
While you're doing that, I'm just saying we're in an older place now.
You do get a ping of something. There is it. Yeah, it's. There's some sort of creature down here, but you can't quite discern what sort of creature. But there is some sort of creature within 30 feet of you.
Guys, there's
Is it
something
me?
close, and I don't know what it is.
Let's go and take a look. After you, Roscoe.
Half of me feels like it's going to be a spider.
What makes you say that? Mind you, given our
Well.
track record 1 for 1, what have we got to worry about?
So make a intelligence check, Mist.
Good. It's only been a couple of weeks, isn't it,
Yeah.
since we've last done this? But I just what is saving throw?
No,
No.
check.
Oh, I found
Just
it.
a little bit.
No.
Okay, so you've. It's a very, very faint thing, which means it's probably just outside the range of your spell. But there is some. If you were to get closer, you could probably discern what sort of ping you're getting from this.
How does up to 10 minutes? So
Yeah, so it carries on. So you're
Let's
let's-
edge in.
crack on a little bit.
okay.
I think do we need? Should you be going last? I suppose. As you're our only healer.
Yeah, can do. If you like.
Well, you
'Cause I don't know. Makes obviously I don't know how much difference it makes to the detective.
Right, 10 foot.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see that the up ahead, the corridor splits. There's one way to the left, one way straight ahead.
Can I tell which way is the thing?
It's hard to say. It's just outside the range of your spell, so you can't really discern the direction.
Left or right then? I mean, left or face forward. I mean, whichever way you want to go.
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin.
Okay, let's in that case, I'll roll a d6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even numbers we go straight, odd numbers we go left.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Straight.
Straight. it
Okay.
is.
Okay.
So
Good-
you
good
carry
plan.
on. Let me just check something.
Can I
Okay.
sense anything yet?
Walking into a spooky cave and then the DM says, I just have to check something.
So let me just see. Okay, so when you get to about here, Mist, you detect something in the water ahead of you. Let me just
Don't go in the water.
pull up its entry.
Water is gross anyway. Don't
yeah.
go in.
Absolutely. I mean,
It
also
is,
all these.
and it is filthy in here. There's blood, bones, and it is just disgustingly. The smell in here is horrible.
Yeah.
The type of ping you are getting is fey in nature, and
Interesting.
it is powerful.
Okay, I don't think we're gonna rush in and try and kill something now. I think we need to be clever.
Okay.
Well, that counts me out then.
Strategic withdrawal. I'm not particularly engaged in fighting something stronger than me. So let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, you can sort of back out if you want.
I think so.
So heading back down the tunnel.
Yeah.
And just as you're leaving, you hear a dearies, come closer, dearies.
Bravely run
Behind
away.
you. Okay, you continuing to retreat?
What do you think, guys? Hello.
What's the story?
Morning
What
glory.
are the options, eh?
So we could either go towards the strangely cryptic voice going, "Come here," which I mean seems like a bad plan, or we can bravely withdraw.
I mean, at this point in time, maybe we should just go and report our findings.
Could do. We could see what's down the
Because-
other corridor as well.
I mean, we can see what's down the other corridor, fine. But
Mm,
I'm with you guys. I'm not really sure if I want to fight anything overly powerful at the moment.
Okay, so you make your way back down towards the intersection.
I mean, we've had a lot of times
Mixed
in the
success.
past where we've gone, okay, let's fight it, and then
Yeah,
It's gone
fighting.
badly.
priests get killed and eaten by their sons.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That was a rumor.
Yeah. Sometimes caution is the better part of valor. So say.
Yeah, I think
So yeah, you make your way down the other way, and the smell of decay, and there's just a smell of feces and blood as you come along here, and it's getting stronger. The smell.
Bias, have you farted again?
So,
Are you saying these fumes are mine?
so
I mean,
as
can I
you.
sense anything, or-
No, you can't. So it's you assume what that means is that there's nothing of that type of creature nearby to you.
Okay.
As you get to about here, I would like you, Roscoe, Malpheus, and Mist, to roll initiative, please. As you brim round the corner and see these two filthy
Boom.
looking monsters who are just covered in filth and
Ugh.
excrement start marching towards you.
Sorry.
Literal crap monsters.
So Malpheus is
I think I saw that movie once.
20,
Literal crap.
Was it James Silent
Roscoe
Bob?
I think it was.
19,
I didn't mean to do that
Missed.
3 times, by the
7.
Where's
Sorry, I'll
Dave?
just take the first.
way. It sort of froze and
Okay,
kept
let me
clicking.
just.
So when in doubt, just keep on smashing the door.
Yeah, yeah. It is the Katie way. Okay, let's pull up. That is a 5, so they are going last. You'll be happy to hear.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so first up is Malpheus.
Okay, now I've got somewhere in here something that will make 2 attacks, but I keep seeing it. Sorry, just give me 2 seconds.
Nice.
So it's not Eldritch Blast because I need to be a higher level to do 2. Keep seeing it and thinking, oh, I'm going to use that next time. Okay, I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers
Okay,
on that nearest creature, I guess.
okay, go for it. If you cast it, it should tell me what it does.
Yeah, will do. 12.
Okay, so Dissonant Whispers. So does that just do? Does it need to roll anything on for that, or is it?
Let me just double check. Because of course I just closed the page. Distant Whispers. It's 1 action. It's an attack. You whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it in terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage.
Okay, so Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Let's do that. That is a 2. So no, it takes 12 points of damage. So
the other thing is, it moves away as fast as it can.
Nice.
It tries to move as far as its speed will allow to get away from you, and is effectively deafened.
Okay, so you see as one of these troglodyte creatures just goes and then just starts screeching and trying to move away.
Cool.
Yes,
Must have
go.
heard some of your jokes, Roscoe. That's all I'm saying.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Malpheus?
Nope, that's it for now, thanks.
Okay, Roscoe, you're up.
Okay. How far away are they? Let's find out. Okay, so they're within movement range.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the real question is, do I want to get within movement? Do I want to get within range? I guess I probably should.
Give him some axe action.
Yeah, I guess I'll scoot up and see what happens.
Go for it.
So I'll get to there. I'm now out of... I can't see any of my allies, but that's fine.
We know where you are, don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. Right, okay.
Yeah, they can see you.
They can swing then.
Okay, is that the closest one?
Yeah, best ever.
Okay, go for it.
Let me just check my traits and stuff. Okay, it's fine. Oh, ammo!
Yeah, and
Boom.
flop! Its head just goes lopping to the ground, and its corpse just collapses in front of you as that one falls dead.
Okay, so they've got
Amazing.
low hit points.
Absolutely.
Doesn't make them
amazing.
any less dangerous, though.
No, exactly.
Cool.
Okay, so is that your go?
That's my go.
Brill, Mist, you're up.
Well, I can't do much because this guy's in front of me.
Yep.
So, but what I will do is that one. I'll do that one. I'll just be like, here you go, Malpheus.
Okay, so Malpheus, Mist puts her hand on your back, and you get you feel stronger and more resistant. You can add a D12 to any saving throw you have to make.
4.
Yeah,
D4.
D4.
Okay.
Sorry,
Brilliant. Okay, thank
and
you.
that lasts for up to 1 minute, so basically to the end of this fight. Okay,
Cool.
so that is your go. It's now the troglodyte's go. It is going to rush forward and make an attack against you, Roscoe. So it makes 3 attacks, 2 claw attacks and 1 bite. So the first claw attack is a 17 to hit.
Oof.
Yeah, bro.
That hits. Okay, so it does 1d4 plus 2 damage.
Oh, God.
1d4 plus 2. That is a 5 points of damage. It's going to make its second claw attack also against you. That is a 6 to hit. That is a miss. And it's finally going to make its bite attack against you.
Also,
Okay, also a miss. And
Phew.
okay, so that is that troglodyte's go, and it is now your go, Malpheus.
Okay, so I'm gonna move forward to sort of here, and I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast
Go for it.
on this bad boy. There we go. Hoop.
13 to hit. Okay, so that does hit. So you hit it.
Boom!
Wham! It takes damage. Let's have a look here. No,
Calling forth the
13.
power of my master and sending it directly at you.
Excellent. So yeah, you a sort of tendril of flame flicks out and lashes across the troglodytes and just absolutely wreathes it in flame for a moment as it screams. You seem to have done quite a lot of damage to it. Okay,
Fantastic.
that is it. Your go.
Yep, I think so. Yep.
Roscoe, you're up. I would need you to, first of all, make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ew, this guy's so stinky.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay. So yeah, it reeks, and you feel the acrid stench of feces and and just bile reach its way up your nostril, but you shrug it off and manage to hold it together.
Takes a licking, keeps on
Can
ticking.
you get a card or something? Or is that
Oh
only
yeah.
No, not on a save.
Only for attack.
Only for attacks.
Ah,
So
a try?
it's your go. What would you like to do?
My go.
No, it's Roscoe's go still.
Oh shit! Sorry, I thought I didn't do it.
That was just the start of your turn, yeah.
one of those.
Okay, good enough. Yes. Whoop, as you cleave this one a twain,
nice.
and the body flops down to the ground in 2 pieces.
Oh, good job.
Nicely done.
Ah,
You dispatch some troglodytes.
shall we look for loot?
Check for traps.
Check for traps. Look for loot.
Check for traps. First.
Okay, make an investigation roll first of all for checking for traps then. Okay, that is 10. Yeah, no traps in the vicinity. There's a lot of blood, bones, and feces everywhere.
Ugh.
You can sift through it if you like.
I'm
So
going
you
to
try and
nominate
find loot?
Roscoe. Do you want to have a look for any loot?
I'm gonna decline.
No? Anyone?
You guys.
Any takers?
I'll take it. I'll do it.
Okay, no worries. Okay, let's just. See if
I've seen worse. I've been through worse.
Okay, so deal. Let's have a look what you find. So if you could just roll a d12 for me, please.
Of course I can. 9.
Okay. You find in amongst the muck a steel mirror
Okay.
and 10 feet of chain in a utility backpack.
Okay. I'll have that. Yep.
So you can add both of those to your.
Steel
covered in
mirror.
Yeah, it's all pretty grim and stinky, but it's they seem to be in good working order apart from being really smelly. With a bit of a clean, you imagine they'll be fine. So that's a steel mirror and a and 10 feet of chain.
Got it. Yep. I'll put those in my inventory. Thank you very much.
No worries at all. Okay, so yeah, that's all you find around.
What are we going to do now, guys? Where are we going?
Is there anything at the top of this cave?
Should we have a look and see?
Yeah.
Right up here.
Yeah.
No,
I think it's just the walls.
just the walls there.
It's good that you're walking around amongst all the muck there as well.
Yeah, and it is like squelch, squelch, squelch under your paws.
Don't worry, I'll lick it all off later.
No. Fair play to you. Yeah.
That's what she'll be doing.
Yeah.
That's going to be a verbal incident.
Just in the middle of the night in the inn.
So, going back into the sort of crossroad here, you can take a short rest if you like. Short rests you can heal a little bit. You can roll a hit dice and heal that amount.
I'd like a short rest.
Yeah, let's do a short rest.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. So you take sort of
Short,
50.
stinky rest.
Yeah. So you take sort of 15 minutes, just to rest. So Roscoe, if you want to roll your hit dice, if you just click hit dice, it should roll it for you. Let's see how much you regain of your hit points. 4. You can regain 4 hit points then, and the rest of you are at full points, aren't you? But Malpheus, you get your skill back after a short rest.
Brilliant.
So you've got your slot available again.
Nice.
Okay, and you are good to go. So it's the cave in front sort of splits off. There's one passageway to the left, and there's one to the straight ahead of you.
Which way should we go? Well, maybe we went straight on last time. Maybe let's go left this time.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go left.
So what's the marching order? Roscoe first, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Roscoe, me, and Mist.
Okay, no worries.
I'd say, unless anybody objects.
No, I'm quite happy to be last.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
no problem. So yeah, you work your way down, and there appears to be a door in front of you.
A door.
Check for traps.
Okay.
A door.
Check for traps.
Should I check for traps, or we all check for
Yeah. So if I would say what you can either do is Roscoe, you can either make it, but you can make it an advantage if someone helps you. So Malpheus, if you want to give him a hand, so you can then make an investigation at advantage, Roscoe.
Miss, do you want to back off a little bit just in case? I'm just saying. Is that far enough? Remember the last time?
Okay, so it's 14. So yeah, the door doesn't appear to be trapped. It doesn't also appear to be locked.
All right then. I guess I open the door.
Okay, no problem at all. So you open up the door and come face to face with a goblin.
Yay!
Who sort of looks a little bit surprised. And yes, if you could roll initiative, please.
Attack!
I was going to say, isn't he a friendly goblin?
Nope.
Oh. Actually, that works quite well with initiative. So.
Goblin. Let's roll his initiative.
Got down 20. That's not bad.
God damn 20. Good
Nice.
job.
So Malpheus, you got 16.
16.
Remember when you roll initiative to click on your token?
Yeah.
I did the thing. I did it.
Yeah,
I
Roscoe did it.
Sorry, I didn't.
That's alright, don't worry.
I will next time.
Is this a new thing?
Yeah, if you select your token and roll it, it'll automatically add you to the turn order.
Ah.
Which just makes it a little slicker.
Yeah.
Is that why it says you wanted to send the result of this thing to the turn tracker, but you didn't select the token?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
it.
So it's only taken us, 3 campaigns to get that?
Yeah.
You say campaign, I say brief foray.
Okay, so first up is Roscoe. You are up. You get the drop on the goblin.
Yeah, I do.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Going in and leaving some space by the door.
I mean, it's got a big head.
No
I'll go
worries.
More head than anything.
And slap him with an axe.
Boom.
Okay, very nice. So, yeah, that'll hit. So, yeah, that's enough. What? So this, you sort of open up the door, and this goblin's like, "What the?" as Roscoe just carves it a twain, cutting it off. Yeah,
Just straight in.
yeah, dead. Good job.
Good job.
I think Goliath's a handy or something.
Yeah. You can hear now there is a sort of scrambling in through the door ahead of you, and the door bursts open, and out comes on the other side 62 goblins. Now there's another goblin sort of checking it out on the other side, who sort of pokes his head round the corner. What the hell? Oh God! Like that, and that Malpheus, your go. That's as far as he gets.
Malpheus, my guy. Okay, Eldritch Blast. I think.
Okay, and with that, what the hell? As you just absolutely incinerate him to ash.
And I'm just cackling.
Okay, then it is to go with the other enemies. You see another goblin comes running out, and he is going to pull up his. In fact, he's going to move there, a bit further away, seeing the hulking Goliath in front of him, and is going to pull out his short bow and make an attack against you, Roscoe. That is a 22 to hit.
That is a hit.
So he does 1d6 plus 2. 1d6 plus 2. That is 5 points of damage.
Oh.
Ow.
And then he is going to use. So how much did he move to? It was 15. 20, 25, 30. Oh, he's moved his full 30 feet, so yeah, he's going to stay there. Then there is. You just hear boom, 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 and barreling out through the door comes a big orc who's like,
That's awkward.
and runs towards you, Roscoe. Let me just grab his stats. Oops. Awkward. Dear. Let's see. He is. So I'm just finding out which block of stats he's got. One moment. Won't keep you a moment. Orc.
This is that moment in Fellowship of the Rings where they're like, and they've got a cave troll. It's the same kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay, so he makes. Let's have a look. So he pulls out a great axe and takes a swing at you, Roscoe. That is a 24 to hit.
Jeez.
And he is does 1d12 plus 3 damage.
Okay, so
12 plus 3.
I'm going to make my Stone's Endurance reaction.
Okay,
Ooh.
cool. So it's what does Stone's Endurance do?
Okay, you can focus yourself to occasionally shrug off injury. When you take damage, you can use your reaction to roll a d12. Add your Constitution modifier to the number rolled and reduce the damage by that total.
Okay, go for
So
it.
get the damage up.
So it's 15. It's the damage.
15. Okay, cool. So I roll a d12.
And add your Constitution modifier.
So that'll be d12 plus 2, is that?
Yeah. Go for it. 9. Okay,
9.
so you
So reduce it to 6.
yeah, so you see the axe comes down and you just tense your muscles and it finds purchase, but you take it like a champ.
Unfortunately, I only had 5 hit points.
Did you? Oh, so you
down.
are unconscious.
So I take
Oh,
it like a
unlucky.
champ, but I still like just
Yeah, it's just a little too much for you to be able to take.
Oh god.
So you slump
Still
on down.
Oh.
Okay, but that's a lot. It could have been like outright killing you, so it could have been worse. So next up, it is Mist.
Is that a thing now that we can get outright killed?
If they do damage, which is on top of what it takes to get you killed, which equals your hit points as negative damage, it's an instant kill. That's always been a thing. It's rare, but it's an
If I
instant
got
kill.
to -10, I would be outright dead.
Yeah, that's what a dragon did to you that time with its breath.
Oh, yeah. Good times, good times.
Yeah.
And what that explosion did was,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
with its fire and flame and fury.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's my go,
Yeah.
but I can't get past Malpheus yet.
No.
Can I hold my action until I can get within range of Roscoe to?
Well, it's the action you're holding, so you won't be able to move with that. You'll be able to cast a spell when you can see him, but you need to be in touch range, I think, so you wouldn't be able to hold that.
Oh, can I hold my movement until I can?
Yes, but you won't be able to cast a spell,
Okay.
so you can get there. So you basically hold one action, which is either a movement or to do something.
Oh, so there's not really much point in doing that at the moment, is there?
No, not overly. Unless you've got a ranged heal.
Push me out of the way.
Do you not have like cat-like reflexes that you can just like scoot by?
Oh,
not
hold
not
on.
through a doorway.
Not here.
Oh, is it because he's in a doorway?
Yeah, it's basically Malpheus is filling the doorway at the moment. There's no way through.
Because I'm a
I can
strapping
climb.
tiefling.
I can climb, but obviously,
Yeah, that probably wouldn't do. Through the doorway. There's not a lot you can do, unfortunately, while Malpheus is standing there.
so I'll do this one. I know we might not need an ability check anytime soon, but I've already done the other one, so
Okay, so she touches you, Malpheus, and you get a D4 you can add to your any ability check you
I'd
make.
like to touch you.
So next up, it's Roscoe. I need you to make a death saving throw, please.
This ain't my first rodeo.
Okay, that is mark out one fail. Malpheus, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to move forward to here. And I am going to do... Just give me 2 shakes. I'm going to try Tasha's Hideous Laughter. So, this is a single attack. It's based on charisma. The creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter if this spell affects it. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand. A creature with intelligence of less than 4 isn't affected. So that's I need to.
So I'm guessing you're casting it on the orc.
On the big boy.
Yeah. So what wisdom was it? A wisdom saving throw? You said.
It is a wisdom saving throw.
Well, everyone knows orcs are super wise.
This sounds familiar.
Yeah.
That is a 7, so I believe that's below your spell DC save. Should say at the top of your spells. That is.
Yeah, 14 is my
Yeah.
spell.
So he falls on the ground prone, just absolutely hooting with laughter, and is unable to do anything.
Awesome.
Okay,
Right.
so he is currently down, and I'm going to do the crying with laughter thing. Actually, the icon
Amazing.
on it. All right, and that is your go, I believe. So
Yes, that's it. Yep.
okay, so next up it is the enemies. The goblin, seeing this, is going to take another few steps back to there, and he is going to make a shot against you, Malpheus, with a short bow.
Okay.
Can
I use that extra 4 as a saver?
No, because that one's expired. I'm afraid it's an ability check. The one you've got around. That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that does absolutely hit me. So
Okay, so it's 1d6 plus 2.
My armor class is pants, technically.
That is 3 points of damage as an arrow just pierces your shoulder.
Oh,
Okay. That is, and then he is going to move the rest of his movement to duck around the corner.
okay.
Okay, next up is Mist.
So I'm going to take 1 step forwards,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to cure wounds.
Okie dokie, go for it.
Oh, I keep that one.
Okay, so you are back up, Roscoe, and on 4 hit points.
Sorry, it wasn't
Whoopee.
Back from the edge.
Wow, Roscoe does love edging. So
So you are still prone, but you are conscious, and there is an orc just.
before we came down here. Or
that's a
anything like
surprising thing to wake up to.
Yeah, just an orc rolling around laughing on the ground.
I'm just pointing at the orc, going, "Stab it, slash it, chill it."
And on that, it is your go, Roscoe.
Yeah. Okay, get up.
Okay, no problem.
Movement done. That's fine. Oh, glamour?
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So 9 damage. So yeah, you bring down the axe, and it does an awful lot of damage. You cast a massive red gash across its chest. It is still alive and rolling around. It sort of looks down at the wound and just goes.
Brilliant.
Okay, Malpheus, your go.
Eldritch Blast. I'm literally going to point blank
Go for it.
blast this bad boy. Boom.
Nice. So you reach down and you put your hand against his forehead, and just and the head is just encased in flame. And when you take it away, there is no head there anymore, just a body of an orc.
And that is how it's done.
Okay.
Guys, I think I left my mace behind.
Yes, you did.
Oh, you didn't.
Yes, she did. She didn't
I
pick it
did,
up.
but I didn't pick it
You
up.
plum.
Well, at least you know where it is.
Just remind me to get it on the way out, please.
Have you got other weapons in the meantime?
I've got my claws.
You got your claws. Okay.
Okay, so at this, you've the goblin's done a runner. He is elsewhere. So
Like,
we're out of
you're
initiative.
probably informing something or someone that we're here.
Yeah. Well, so I think we should quickly check for loot and maybe take a rest.
Okay, so you can easy enough. You check the orc's body. He has a key on him, a sort of bronze key. You work your way into the room. Seems empty apart from a brazier there. There's very little here. You do see round the corner there is a sort of cell door.
Ah, okay. Should we see if there's anybody in the cell?
Okay,
Does the key work the cell?
it does not. So the key does not seem to match this cell, and it is locked. Looking round, you can
My chastity belt.
you can see that it.
That was my quest all along.
No,
Can
no,
we
it does
pick
not.
the lock? Has anybody got lock picking tools or anything like that?
No, you'd need thieves' tools, which I don't believe any of you have or are proficient with.
Can I blast it open with an Eldritch Blast? I mean, I'm always showy, you know. So.
Not really. It's a pretty sturdy cell door. It's a steel door.
Can I use my claws?
If you want to break your claws off,
No. That's fine.
there is a keyhole to it, so it's not like it's sealed. There will be a key somewhere, but it just doesn't seem to fit the key you've got.
Right. Okay. What do we want to do, guys?
Probably rest.
We take a rest in here.
Yeah, I mean you've got a. You could probably do a short rest, or you could do a long rest and try and barricade yourself in. But that's 8 hours. You're going to have to barricade yourself in here, and they know you're here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Short rest.
Short rest will be fine.
Okay,
Sure,
no
but
worries.
We need to be careful because I don't have any more cure wounds.
Well, then we could probably head back up, and if you want, if you really want to.
Yeah, and that's easy enough.
now.
I mean, you can go up if you want to, and come back. That shouldn't be a problem because you've sort of cleared the way to the exit, so you can do that and come back the following day if you want to take a long rest. Or you can go. Alternatively, you can go up and speak to Sister Gorel and just get healed up to full.
Might be the quickest thing to do, wouldn't it?
Which would mean you're still on the same day, but again, Miss wouldn't have her cure wounds.
That's true.
Or you
What
could
do I do,
barricade
guys?
yourself in here for 8 hours and try and sleep.
Is there anything to barricade ourselves in with?
The door. There was a door you opened. You could close it again, and just try and. Well,
do we think?
it's not got a lock on it.
No, so that's not much
Okay,
protection.
so here's a question for you.
Mhm.
Go on.
As a Goliath,
Yep.
I have a powerful build, which means I count as one size larger when determining carrying capacity, weight, push, etc.
Yep.
Could I be the barricade if I close
Yeah.
the door and just like?
I
sat
mean,
against it?
luckily the door does open inwards. So if you sat against it, I would say you wouldn't be able to take a rest though, because you'd need to be actively holding the door closed.
Close it.
But you could stay awake and do so.
But could you take a short and then a long rest?
Yeah, he can take a short rest, and then the rest of you, the other two of you, can settle down and take a long rest, and then he can stay on watch, barricading the door.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll do that. Then I can just roll a hit dice and get some closer.
Sure. So roll yourself a hit dice for the short rest, and we shall plonk you there, and I shall just barricade the door for you, Bombay.
Misspelled swap, mate.
Not a bad roll actually. That.
Okay,
So I'm on
nice. So
10
you
out of 12 hit points now. So it's alright.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
okay, and easy enough. You managed to barricade the door.
Now I'm going to be using my hefty frame.
Yeah. So you're going to you're not going to have the most comfortable of nights, but the other two of you can take a long rest, regenerate your spells. Let's have a look. There is going to be one point in the night where they are going to try and break through. So
Okay.
it's going to be a contested strength. So if you could make it with advantage because of your large build, and
Is
we
this a saving throw?
no, it's a strength check.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So you have got to beat a 6. So, oh no, you haven't. You've got to beat a 19. That was you. So you got a 6.
Ooh.
So yeah, they amazingly, a goblin manages to overpower you and open the door during the night.
Oh,
so
my goodness.
you are the only one awake. The
Okay.
other two are asleep.
Initiative.
Yeah, if you could roll initiative for me.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Crit initiative.
I'm having a fucking shocker right now.
Right, let's get the.
It hams to all of us. Don't be embarrassed.
Luckily, it does only seem to be one goblin, so it's not the worst in the world.
Let's just assume that he
So,
goes first.
yeah, he goes first. So he is going to make an attack against you with a scimitar. That is a 16 to hit.
Yeah, on the dot.
Okay,
It's
1d6 plus 2. 1d6 plus 2. That is 6 points of damage.
Well, there goes all the good work of my.
Oh.
And then it is your go.
Smoosh him.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh my god.
Okay. So that is a miss. He sort of ducks out the way, and you're finding yourself in quite a melee with this goblin.
This fucking super goblin.
Yeah. He is going to take a swing at you again.
I presume we're getting woken up by the scuffle here.
Yeah, you are. It depends how deep a sit. You either wake up and you don't get the benefit of your long rest. You only get a short rest, or you stay asleep. So he hits.
Yeah.
So it's 13 to hit. So he misses.
It's a miss. Yeah.
Brilliant. So you
So
go
I
for
already
it.
rolled.
That's all right. That is a miss as well as he ducks out the way. So he is up,
So this is a very sleepy kind of just melee.
and he misses as well. So you're just parrying each other. You're finding it difficult to sort of get a purchase, and then wham and slice down, and you cleave him a twain. I don't even need to pull a crit for that because he is full on dead. Okay, and you manage to again pull the door close behind you. The other two, unawares of what has happened,
Slice him
still
down the
slumbering. Boom. The door is closed.
Close the door and just sit back down.
And you're kind of sitting there just quietly seething to yourself for the rest of the night, and you guys awake in the morning fully rested.
What a
Apart-
lovely night's sleep.
You wake up and there's a rather bloody looking Roscoe in front of you.
What have you been up to
Just shaking
now?
my head and rolling my eyes as you get up.
Have you injured yourself in some way?
Don't ask. I might need a short rest before we move out.
I would say you can take another short rest in that time. Sitting down, so roll yourself a hit die. Okay, so you can heal yourself 10 points of damage.
I'm back up to full anyway then. So that's
Brilliant. So you are good to go. You unbarricade the door. Let's pull that
So
away.
how does the hit dice work then? Is it like a random dice that rolls?
Yeah. For you as a fighter, you get a D10. For other classes, they get a smaller one.
Oh right, okay.
So, okay, so you guys open up the door and you are free to go.
So, is there a body of a goblin on the floor outside the door?
Yes, there is a rather bloody two halves of a goblin outside the door.
You know what I'm going to say? Check for loot.
You can have a check. It's gross, but there isn't any loot on him, unfortunately.
Ah, boo.
Okay, so you make your way along.
I noticed that the goblin had a scimitar.
He did.
Did you know that it's derived from a Persian word for claw or lion's claw?
Mm.
Did you also know that you left your mace upstairs? Now, that's do you want to pick it up?
Well, yes, I did know that.
Yeah. You can
I
pick
like
up the
the knowledge, that's
You
good.
can pick up the scimitar if you want. Are you proficient with scimitars?
No, I
Okay.
don't think I am.
So it probably won't do you much good.
I do not wish to have the scimitar.
Okay, so you drop it back down, and it's a bit rusty and crusty anyway. Okay,
Yeah.
so you make your way around the corner,
Okay.
and there seems to be a cell in the floor ahead of you with a robed skeleton. Yes, the key does fit, which you have. So the T.
Traps.
Check the
Okay.
traps.
Investigation for me, please. One of you can make it at advantage because I assume the other one of you is is
Sorry.
helping.
Sorry.
Alright, well, yes.
That's
Who's
fine.
going to make the advantage roll?
Okay, so yeah, easy enough. You don't detect the cell door isn't trapped. You do notice that the floor in front of you on the other side of it, though, there seems to be something off with the floor.
So I'm just going to point it out and say there's something devious there, so watch out for that.
Yeah, and you manage on that roll. You manage to work out that there is. You lift one of the slabs, and you can tell that it is it is loosened, and there is a pit underneath it. There is a short little area where you can sort of skirt round the outside of it, though. Now that you know it's there.
Okay, cool. Okay, nice.
Okay.
Well, we fell down it before, so that's...
Can we investigate this cell?
Yes, you can. So you find a bloody skeleton with decomposing skin on it. It has a silver ring around one of its fingers.
We'll take that.
Okay.
I literally take the ring.
Yep, so you can take unidentified silver ring.
Now,
Oh,
presumably,
have I got
sorry.
a spell for that?
Identify. I believe you have. You might want to save your spell for the old Heelys while you're down here, though.
Yeah, true.
what happens if you take a magic ring and just put it on?
Well, you'll find out what it does.
Okay.
It's a dude. The Eye of Sauron.
That's very true.
I've got two slots.
I see you.
I'm so confused by this. So can I use one spell once? Or
No,
can I-
you have two castings, not one. If you've got two slots, you can cast two spells. So
Yeah.
you can
So previously
before
I
each
just
rest.
done Protect Good and Evil and then Cure Wounds.
Yeah, you can do cure wounds twice if you want.
Yeah.
And we
okay.
may need that.
Yeah.
I'll save it.
Okay.
Just put the ring in your pocket. Just don't do anything with it.
I put it into my waistcoat pocket and I idly finger the ring. Oh, the precious.
Nice. Okay, so and with that, you manage to skirt your way around the pit trap, knowing it's there.
Is there another trap?
You can make another investigation roll if you want.
Yeah.
Go for it. If you make it at advantage, because I imagine one of these two is going to be helping you.
Yep.
Okay, easy enough. Yep, doesn't seem to be in this corridor that there are any traps.
Cool.
Okay, so
Crack on.
you make
Let's
your
go.
way along. And at this point,
Yep.
I would like you to roll initiative, please.
Oh yeah.
It's like I read your mind. Sorry, I didn't do it.
That's a big old bastard. Holy shit. I mean, I can't see anything yet.
No, I can't see anything yet.
You can. They can't.
Describe it in simple words.
Big fucker.
Okay, nice. Like good.
Okay, let me just find his entry. And we shall roll his initiative as well.
Of course, I didn't click my token. Oh, bad job, man.
No, I didn't either.
So it's
Bad,
a
bad, bad.
3. Oh, luckily for you, he only got a 3 for his initiative as well.
Yeah.
Not the deftest of enemies. A, 3.
Maybe he doesn't need to be a deft. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh shit. Okay, so first up is what was yours, Malpheus? 17. So you are up first.
Okay. Well,
I got 20.
You got 20. It's saying you got 2 on your thing. Okay,
I didn't.
Oh, that's from last time. Okay, so yeah, 20.
I can see 20. I can see 20.
Okay, so yeah, that's you first then, Roscoe.
We got your back.
Okay, so I don't know what it is, but there's something fucking enormous in front of us.
Enormous as in run away down this tight corridor?
Enormous as in I don't think he could follow us if we did.
Okay. Do you want to have a shot and back up?
And as you're saying this, he looks around and goes, "I is Gob the Kever!"
Oh, nice.
At you.
The killer. Or clever, maybe, or cleaver, or... I mean, none of it's going to be good, is it?
He said Kever. You assume that he meant clever.
Okay.
I mean,
Ironically.
assuming he meant clever, are we trying to befriend this gob?
He doesn't look friendly to you,
No, it
Roscoe.
doesn't look friendly. I can confirm.
So, Roscoe, what would you like to do?
So I guess the trouble is,
Yeah.
if I try and take a shot and step back, he's going to get an attack of opportunity.
Okay. What do we want to do then? Do we want to go for it?
Do you not have a range?
Yeah, but if he's that close, melee close.
That is a good point, actually. I do have a throwing axe.
You can lob a throwing axe at him if you want.
Okay, so that's probably a good idea. Then I'll get a throwing axe, and then I'll take a pot shot and just see what happens.
You miss, you launch it to the ceiling.
Whoa, nice.
So, thump! And there's now a throwing axe protruding out of this half-ogre's face. And he sort of stutters back for a moment and is like, ow! He is still upright, but that hurt him. Okay. It is now Malpheus's go.
Well, I can't see it or get near it, but what I do have is... now give me a second, actually. Do.
We love corridor fights.
Okay, so I can use Dissonant Whispers on it, because it just has to be within hearing range.
Okay. Yeah, and it is.
So basically, he will have to make a wisdom saving throw for this one.
He's super
I'm
wise.
gonna lie.
Okay, let's go for it. That is a 7. So no, he takes it. So Roscoe, you just see him go, oh, headache!
Because he failed, I get to do 3d6 psychic damage.
Which it had already rolled 12.
Okay, got it.
So, 3 minus 12. So
Brilliant. And
okay, yeah, he is hurting now. He's sort of reeling like,
can
oh!
I, as a bonus action, I've got a hand axe. Can I hand that to Roscoe?
Yeah,
Right, I'll do that then.
yeah. You can hand him the hand axe, which you can throw, Roscoe, as you.
I say, old bean, throw that at the big bugger.
So, okay, missed. Your go. So Roscoe, you can add you're back up to 2 throwing axes, I believe now.
Oh, great.
So where's the corridor fighting, obviously?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. 30 feet. Is he within 30 feet of me
Let's have a look.
Technically, yes.
as the crow flies?
Yes.
So I'm going to use my cantrip thaumaturgy
Mm-hmm.
and cause some harmless tremors to try and freak him out a bit.
Okay, so the ground sort of shakes and he's sort of, whoa, earth quaking. So yeah, it
not right.
hasn't done much. He has noticed that the ground is quaking and he's a little confused. Okay,
But I
so
think he spends a lot of his time being a little confused.
yeah,
It might
So-
just throw him off.
it is his go now. Roscoe, you see he pulls a huge javelin off his back. Goes, oh, die, little thing! Throws it at you.
Is it at disadvantage because the earth is shaking?
Nope. And
Nope.
that is a 21 to hit.
I mean, even at disadvantage, it would have.
2d6 That's 3. So you take 11 points of damage, and you are pinned to the wall behind you by this javelin, and your movement is reduced to 0.
Okay, fine.
No.
And he goes, "Ha ha, little thing, pinned like butterfly," and then runs across to the side there and ducks behind the corner.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean, he left me on 1 hit point, so at least he didn't go.
Yeah. So, guys, you see Roscoe just pinned against the wall by a javelin through his chest. So, Roscoe,
guys,
you're
I'm
up.
a bit alarmed, but any chance of a hand?
Yeah, I'll give him a little round of applause.
Nice. Okay.
So, can I unpin myself?
You can unpin yourself, yes. But that will be your turn pulling yourself off this javelin, I'd say.
I think I would probably help you at this point, would I?
That would need to be done on your go. I would say you can pull yourself off easy enough without further damage, Roscoe, but that's your turn getting yourself unskewered.
Fine. That's fine, yeah.
Alright, so Malpheus, you're up.
Okay. Let me just have a look. Can I do anything? So what I'm going to do, because I can't. Can I see the creature? I can't see it, can I?
No.
So I can't do very much at the moment. Spell. I can't really do anything right now.
Okay.
So can I hold action? I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's the trigger?
So basically, if the monster comes somehow within sight of me,
Okay.
I'll attack it.
Okay, no worries. Mist, you're up.
Well, equally, I can't really do anything.
I could squat down.
I would say between the two of you, if you both use if you don't hold your action, Malpheus, you can use your action and your movement to swap places with Mist.
All right, I'll do that then.
Mist, that would use your entire movement, but you can you are now his. Yeah, you sort of scoot over each other, do a little bit of acrobatics, and swap places.
So I can cure wounds.
Yes. You only used your movement to do that.
Roscoe's wounds.
Cool. So, Roscoe, you heal 6 points of hit points. As Mist rests a hand on your bleeding forehead, and you feel a warmth radiate down through you.
Says the magic word, sausages.
It's not healing word.
Oh, that's true.
That's a Noah trick.
I honestly can touch me on the sausage and
Oh, claws, man! I wouldn't risk it.
I know. So just to be clear, she heals him and says sausages for no reason. That's
So
I'm
whack
just hungry, man.
6 hit points back on your health, and it is Gob the Kevers go. He is going to step back into sight.
I mean, can we try and engage him in another way? I mean, he's
And
probably
he-
really angry now, though.
Actually, or
Is going to pull another javelin off his back and chuck it at you again, Roscoe. So anyone can see. That is 23 to hit.
Oh my god, we never learn.
Okay, so 2d6 plus 3. 2d6. You take
I'm down to my
11 points of damage
okay, I'm
and
gonna
are
try,
pinned
right,
against the wall.
I'm gonna try
Mhm.
and Stone's Endurance it again.
Go for it.
Ooh, nice.
I've had a short rest, so I can use it again.
Go for it.
So that's a D12 plus
2.
2.
Nice, you
Okay.
reduce it by 5, so you take 6 points and are pinned to
Oh
the wall.
shit!
So you're back down to 1.
I'm back down to 1.
But he's still in vision and you're not dead.
And
so.
he is at that going to duck behind the corner
Oh, God.
with the rest of his movement.
Do we need to get into this room? I'm going to put it out there.
Okay, so next up, Roscoe.
Okay, so here's a fun thing I can do. A 1d10
Mm-hmm.
plus 1 currently
Mm-hmm.
for a second wind.
Yeah.
Right, nice.
I can recover those 5 hit points.
Nice.
Cool, nice.
But then you can't. Oh. And then your movement is to unpin yourself.
Yes.
And then I move it to unpin myself, exactly.
Okay. No
I took the
worries.
bonus action first, and then I took the rest of it.
Okay, no problem. So,
Mort.
you, Malpheus, you're up next.
I'm going to suggest that we pull back. Unless we can get into this room. What
I mean,
can I do?
he's looking pretty rough. The half
Okay.
half
Okay.
ogre.
So I don't think I can do very much from where I am.
Okay.
I haven't got any spell slots, and I can't see it, so I can't, do any mind tricks on it or anything
Sure.
like that. So I am going to hang back.
Okay, no problem. So, Mist, you're up.
So, I'm full of really good intentions.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way with my dexterousness that I can get past Roscoe and into the room?
No, he is huge.
I'm very large.
He's about 7.5 feet tall, and he's pretty wide as well. You can't get past him.
I can get through narrow spaces like legs.
But
right?
this is a dungeon which is mainly made for goblins, and you've got a half giant in front of you between you and him. There's no way you're squeezing past him, I'm afraid.
So what I will do instead is I shall touch him and resist him.
Okay, so you
Nice.
get resistance. You can add a d4 to a saving throw. Roscoe, if you need to make one. Okay,
Best I can offer.
so
I'll take
it is now Gob's go. He is going to pop back round, and he is going to chuck another javelin at you.
Oh my goodness.
That is a 10 to hit.
No.
Okay,
Oh, right.
so this one goes wide,
Finish him.
and then he ducks away to the other side. Let's just go. Roscoe, you're up.
Okay, so this time I'm gonna take a breath, fucking run in,
Okay, go for it.
Charge.
and then I'm just gonna take a fucking swing.
Go for it.
Boof.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay, yeah, that's gonna hit. So, and you carve a massive gash in there. He is barely holding on now. He looks like he's on last legs, like, oh, hurts. And he is on death's door by the looks of it, but he is still
I'm just gonna use
standing.
the rest of my movement up, just to move up one more space.
Okay,
That's okay.
so next up,
Just give people room to move in.
Malpheus, you're up.
What can I can't get past, can I?
No, I would say you can swap places, but it would use your entire movement, and you'd then be missed would be in the entire.
Save your movement to follow Mister.
I'll save my movement to follow this. So that's a good plan.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that and hold your movement, I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So missed.
I'll go into the room.
Go
Right.
for it. You are in.
I'm going to follow in.
Oh.
Yep.
But is Malpheus in melee range?
No, he's round the corner.
But then if I take a step back, I'm out of melee range and he gets an attack of opportunity, doesn't he?
That is
But
correct.
I can see the creature from where I am, though, can't I?
Yeah,
Can
you
I?
can sort. Can you see him?
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah,
him
he's
there.
quite large. You can see he's got partial cover, so you can make an attack, but it would be a disadvantage.
Okay. Well, I can still do things.
Yeah.
That's better. That's better. So
Yeah.
he's feeling poorly, is he?
He's looking almost dead, yeah. He's on death's door. He's sort of propping himself up against the wall, sort of shaking on his feet.
Finish him.
I mean, it's not great, but I'll.
Okay,
Yeah, that's all right.
that'll
That's
do
good.
it. So you jump up and tear at his face. Oh, bad kitty! Oh! And as you just tear his face clean off, and then he sort of slumps to the ground and falls dead.
Yes.
Ah, nice.
Good job.
Okay.
Good
There
job.
you go. Good job.
Good work, guys.
So you took down Gob the Clever.
Is there's something in the corner there, isn't there?
That's a brazier. It's a
I'm
Right.
searching already his corpse. So
Okay, yeah. So you find a rusty key. On
rusty
his
key,
corpse.
guys. Rusty key.
There is also he has a battle axe.
Oh, I don't need that.
And
So
you see there's one javelin remaining.
I don't want that. So, well, I can't use javelins. No, I'll have
I
a
like the
javelin.
look of the
Alright.
battle axe, do I?
It doesn't appear to be anything special. It's just a standard battle axe.
So it's not as good as what I've got.
You've got a great axe, so
that can be
a
good.
battle axe is versatile. You can use it one-handed, whereas a great axe you need to use it two-handed.
Okay,
But-
well I've got great weapon fighting, so there's no point taking that.
I mean,
That's
one of us
fine, well, I can just have a two-handed.
two-handed weapon.
Yeah, well, I can use simple weapons, so I'm going to take the javelin.
Cool. Yeah, you can certainly use
Can
that.
I have the battle axe?
Yeah,
If I left my mace behind.
yeah. Are you proficient in martial weapons?
In what? Simple
Martial weapons. I think a battle axe is. So you could use it, but you wouldn't be very good at it. So I think. Let me just check. But I think a battle axe is a martial weapon rather than a simple weapon.
We could pick your mace up on the way back through.
Yeah,
Yeah, battle axe is a martial weapon.
a mouse. Okay. So I won't pick it up, but I just, obviously, it's a while until we're gonna go and pick that up.
Yeah. Okie doke.
Hashtag just saying.
So he also appears to have about 10 gold on him, and
thanks very much.
about 20 silver.
I've got that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Do we want to?
Check traps.
Okay.
Do we want to? We've got this key. Do we want to go back and see if it opens the cell, or do we want to press on?
I don't know. Is that a door at the top?
Yes. There appears to be a door in front of you.
All right. Let's check
Is
the
that
traps and
locked?
then go.
That needs a key.
You can move up to it if you like and have a look.
Yeah.
So you walk up. It doesn't appear to be locked. Malpheus, you're checking for traps, aren't you? So you're not sure? You don't think it's trapped?
I don't think it is, but I'll be over here while you go through. All right.
Is there a keyhole?
No. It doesn't appear to be a door which locks.
Here's what I suggest we do. Roscoe goes first, kicks the door open, and kills whatever's on the other side.
Yeah. Okay.
Can we have a little rest first?
Yeah. Okay. That's a good idea.
Yeah, you can just sort of gather yourself. I'd say in a time of looting and investigating the room, it's been about 50 minutes. You can take a short rest.
Cool.
Fucking hell.
So 3.
I mean, it's still good because it still helped, but I couldn't nail that one.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you.
Okie dokie.
Okay, that'll do.
Okay, so you moving forward and opening the door?
I'm going to carry on.
Yeah, I'll move forward.
Okay, no worries. So easy enough.
I guess the good thing about being a fighter is that I get potentially good hit points on a level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you managed to open the door. So that's fine.
It's a
You can
corridor.
head through.
Yeah. I suggest maybe, Misty, you want to go,
Yeah, we'll put
In behind him.
Mist in behind him. Okay.
and that way then you can heal him. So if you need
Good
to.
plan.
Have you got any? You've got heals. Have you got heals?
She's just said be right back. So
Okay.
I don't know if she does. I think she
That's okay.
used what she might have one left. I think she
Okay,
used
cool.
one. Okay, so you go on there. There is a split in the hallway, and I would say at this point,
Yeah.
I need you to roll initiative.
Oh yeah.
So remember to click on your token, then roll
Yeah.
initiative.
Click on my token. Done. Boom. Look at that. That worked really well. That's good.
There we go. And I shall roll for Mist, as she is currently away.
AF.
So,
I'll say, I'm loving my general initiative rolls so far.
yeah.
Not bad at all.
So let's roll for Mist.
I quite like. It feels pretty powerful, even though we're only level 1. You know.
Yeah, you're doing well. Okay, so
Interesting.
first up is Roscoe, you're up first.
Nice. Cool. Is it
Roscoe.
Whoops, I was pressing the wrong alt button.
So you're up first.
So,
Oh, are we in fight mode again?
Yep.
we are. And I don't know what wood yet.
You heard a.
Okay, so around the corner. Okay, I guess I'll go around the corner.
Okay, which way? Left or straight on?
Straight on.
Okay, no worries. So you make it to there and are faced by 2 goblins.
Yes, I am. Okay, in that case, I'll come around the corner and just swing at the one closest to me.
Go for it.
And I miss.
Yeah, so they were expecting you coming, so he ducks below the swing and you do miss that one, I'm afraid.
Okay, I'll maybe... Do I want to move slightly?
It would be good if we could
Can
all
I
get
move
in.
slightly further? Because then I can
Yeah.
let them in, yeah.
Yeah, you've still got some movement
Well, I'm
left.
next to the door, which is scary, but never mind.
Okay, so next up is Mist. Are you back?
Back.
Cool.
I'll follow him up through.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you get to there and are faced with a goblin. 2 goblins, in fact.
So, the one above me,
Mm-hmm.
is that the one that he attacked?
Yes.
Yes.
Swing and a miss. Okay. So he hasn't hit it yet. Okay, so you cast Guiding Bolt. Unfortunately, it does miss. So it goes
Oh.
wide. So you expend a blast of yellowish, holy radiant light, which hits the corner just next to it. Okay, and is that your go?
Yes. Because I can't, no, because I'll disengage, won't I?
Yeah, if you
Oh, no,
if
actually,
you
I'll go
move
into that corner next to him.
in there, yeah, you could do that. You're still staying melee.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. So then it is the goblins go. So the one next to you is going to take an attack against you, Mist. He's judged that you're the easier target, so he's going to swipe at you with a scimitar. That's a 21 to hit.
Oh,
1d6 plus 2. 1d6 plus 2. That is 7 points of damage.
Oh.
Okay, and that is his go. The other goblin is going to pull out his bow and fire at you, Roscoe. So let's have a look. That is a 10 to hit.
Negatory.
So it does hit, but it just ricochets off your armor and doesn't do any damage. Okay, so next up, Malpheus.
I'm going to come around the corner, and I am going to use. Let me just check the damage. I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers on this one at the top here.
Go
One
for
that's
it.
right next to me, basically. Sorry, no. Of course, I've closed it, so that was useful.
Cool, so is that a wisdom saving throw?
I think so. Give me a
Okay.
second. Sorry. Of course, I keep closing it each time.
That's alright. I think it's wisdom.
Yeah,
So that
wisdom
is
saving
a
throw.
15. What's your spell DC?
It's 14.
So he resists it, I'm afraid.
Bum,
Half
bum, bum, bum.
damage, isn't it?
Is it half damage?
I think so.
It usually is for stuff like this.
Spell saving throw takes 3 10. Yeah, on a successful, it's half as much damage, and doesn't have to move away.
Okay.
And it's not deafened, basically.
Okay, so he takes 5 damage rolled down then. So
Yeah.
he sort of shakes and but sort of shrugs off the worst of the effects. But yeah, he's looking hurt. He's sort of holding his head. You've given him one hell of a migraine.
Over to you guys.
So Roscoe, you're up.
Okay, one sec. Okay, I guess I'll just carry on taking a swing at the one.
Go for it.
guess I'll
Swing and a
take
miss,
a crit card.
unfortunately. Yeah, you do.
Oh.
That is a critical
Wow.
fail. So let's see.
Oh my god.
Quality here, guys.
Let's have a look.
If this affects anyone standing next to you, I will not be happy.
2 left feet. You cannot take.
Sorry, Miss Explosion.
You cannot take the disengage action until the end of your next turn. So you cannot disengage from combat.
Oh no! What?
That was a pretty
Which I
good
don't
one.
have.
Yeah. So it means you can't move away and break melee with him, basically.
That's fine.
Not too bad in this
Yeah,
situation.
that's pretty good. Okay, so next up, Mist.
I have little choice but to go back to my basic roots of cat claws.
Go for it.
Cat claws.
And it sort of pulls up a buckler and manages to block your cat claws, unfortunately. So that
I'd hope in utter confusion as well.
yeah,
Lunges at them, claws bearing. Whoa!
absolutely. So it is going to. It's the one who hurt it. It's going to take an attack against you, Malpheus.
Of course it is.
So that is a scimitar attack against you, which is a 16 to hit.
I think we agreed. Yes, that is a hit because my armor
Okay.
class is 11.
Right. So you suffer 5 hit points of damage
Ah. Okay.
as a scimitar
Alright.
rakes through your chest. And
I'll sort him out one way or another.
the other one pulls his bow out and is going to take a shot at you, Roscoe. That is a 14 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, so again, isn't finding purchase against your armor. It deflects it off. Okay, so next up, Malpheus.
Eldritch Blast, the one that's just next to me here.
Okay,
I
Go for
think. Let me just. Whoop.
let's have a look. No, unfortunately, that's not quite enough. He pulls up his buckler to deflect the Eldritch Blast, and it sort of
damn it.
deflects off and hits into the wall. Okay.
Okay. I don't think I've got. Yeah, I don't think I can. No,
Okay.
I can't. I haven't got any bonus. Okay, right. I will hold fire.
No worries. Roscoe, you're up.
Okay, let's finally try and kill this guy. I don't think I can do this.
Nice. Let's have a look at his armor class. Nope, again, deflects it off with his buckler. This is one wily little goblin.
We're in a confined space and we're a bit.
Yeah.
balanced.
And when you're kind of catching your great axe against the ceiling, and it's difficult to maneuver in this tight space. Mist, you're up.
I'm gonna go cat claws.
Go for it.
Claws.
Hopefully, no.
No, again, turns and deflects with a buckler again. So it is the goblin's go. This one is going to attack you. Mist is the last one trying to attack it. Let's have a look. That is a 24 and it's a critical. So you
Jeez.
take 1d4 plus 2 damage first of all. That
Guys,
is a 7.
I'm very
Okay.
nearly dead.
So
Oh, God.
okay, and it is going to do a critical as well. So deal 1, 2. Let's see what the critical is.
It's been going quite well so far.
And follow up. Your attacker may make 1 additional attack against you.
Oh no.
Okay, so are you unconscious?
Yeah.
Then that is 1 failed death saving throw as it rakes its scimitar into you. Again. Okay, so it is Malpheus's go.
Okay, I think Eldritch Blast again, the one next to me.
Okay, go for it.
Oh God.
Okay, no, again, miss. It deflects it off of its buckler again. Roscoe, you're up.
Okay. Fuck
Yes.
Okay, and with that, bringing your axe down and slaying that one. Okay,
About time.
At least that's something.
that one is very, very dead.
Okay.
Still got another one though.
So missed.
Yes.
Death saving throw, please.
Come on. Good roll. Good roll.
Death.
Okay,
Yes.
so you can mark up 1 success. So you've got 1 fail, 1 success.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
it
good,
is
that's
the
good.
goblin's go. It is looking a bit panicked now. It sort of readies its bow and it's going to take a shot at you, Roscoe, as it sees you bearing down on him. That is a 13 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, tink off the chain shirt again, and that is his go. He's got nowhere to go. He's looking cornered. He's looking like a wild animal cornered in a corner now. Malpheus, you're up.
I'm going to use Eldritch Blast on him, obviously.
Mhm.
Bop. Boom.
Nice. And you just incinerate him with a tendril of fire you send out. Nice. When it hits hard. Okay,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
you guys, I would say you're able to now stabilize.
Cool.
Stabilize Mist, but she is still unconscious.
I call forth the power of Cthulhu.
So you can sort of I would say that there's a door next to you. You can either go out if you like, or you can retrace your steps and drag her up to the temple to get some healing.
I think we need to do that, don't we?
Okay, so easy
Yeah,
enough.
I mean, I can probably carry her, right?
Yeah. No worries. You easily sort of carry her up to the temple, and get her healed up. Are you going to return afterwards, or are you staying up there after you? Okay, so you then return back down, retrace your steps back to where you were, and oh god, that was my phone falling on the keyboard. Disaster. It's all right. It's okay.
So
We all explode.
is that full hit points?
Yeah,
or-
you're all back up to full hit points as Sister Grail upstairs managed to heal you. You sort of literally went up there going, "Heals, please," and then retreated back down. So you,
What I will say is, we're back down to no cure wounds.
Mhm.
Is it worth trying to take a long rest, or do you want to push on?
In the chapel, we're probably.
We should have done that while we were in the chapel, shouldn't we? Really?
yeah. I mean, you can, while you're in the chapel upstairs, you can sort of bed down. Sister Grail takes you to one of the rooms, which looks like a prayer room. She says you can use this if you like.
Okay.
So you rest up, and you can complete a long rest before coming back down.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Yeah, did that.
Okay, no problem. So you've done that, and you make your way back down, retrace your steps to where you are.
Okay. So what do we?
Door.
I
Roscoe,
always
you
like
go first.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I did a quick search to see if there was any loot. You know, not that I'm
Doesn't appear to be, and it looks like the remains of
Yeah.
both the ogre and the goblin have gone.
Oh, nice,
Something
okay.
has obviously taken its time to clean up while you've been out there and clear out.
I mean, you've got to respect them for being tidy.
Yeah, exactly. Cleanliness is next to godliness.
You do see a lot of blood where it was. You imagine whatever it was possibly hacked up and harvested rather than cleaned
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's efficient. So
Kind of.
Meat's back on the menu, boys. Yeah. So
I like it.
so yeah, you take a look around. It appears to be abandoned now.
So there was a room on the other side. Do we want to quickly check that, or are we just going to press ahead?
Yeah. So you've had a look around. There were sleeping quarters. Looked to be a kitchen. You can see in the kitchen there's a bloody butcher's block, and you can see bits of ogre, and bits of goblin and all sorts on there. Looks like
Tasty.
whoever left hacked up the remains you left behind and took them with them as trail food.
Nice snacks.
Yeah.
Jerky, in fact. Okay.
But it looks to be pretty empty now. So you can make your way back to the that locked cage if you want. Okay.
I think. Well, as we've been past it a couple of times, should we go in and see?
Yeah. So you manage to get there, and you find that the rusty key you got off Gob, the Kever, does unlock the door. So let's just
Check for traps.
Check for traps.
No
We
worries.
already checked for.
You already checked for traps on this one. The door is not trapped. However, if you could make you made an investigation, didn't you? So you do find there is another pit trap.
There's a pit trap here.
I'll mark it on your map where it is.
And can we disarm it?
Yeah, easy enough. Well, once you spot them, they're pretty easy to disarm.
We've done something good there, haven't we? You've reminded us to check for traps. We were just going to rush in, but you reminded us. It saved us. Good job.
So that's where the pit trap
this
was.
time.
There is a thin area around where you can sort of skirt over though to the chest, and you find there is a pile of silver
Nice.
in there next to the chest. So there's about 280 silver pieces there.
Shall I look after this?
I don't
I mean,
mind.
it feels like you want the money. So
Yeah. Exactly. So right, I scoop up the silver.
And you can open the chest as well if you wish.
Check for
What's in
traps.
there? It doesn't appear to be trapped. You'd already checked on the last investigation roll.
I opened the chest.
Okay.
Acid splits my face. I'm dead.
Easy enough. It's not trapped. It's not locked.
Okay.
So let's see what you get. Can you roll a d12 for me, please?
Yeah.
I like the mechanism of this chest.
It's good.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, I like it. It's good. I've read all about these chests, where they were made. It's interesting.
Very interesting.
So that was an 8. So you find a silver necklace chain, providing it does appear to be magic.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You don't know what it is, but from its worth, you think it's probably worth a fair bit of gold as well.
I pop that into my pocket.
Okay, no problem.
I mean,
So
if you-
unidentified.
At a later date, I
necklace.
do have identifying spells, but I don't wish to expel my spells at this point.
Well, that sounds very sensible. And before we sell it, we can check what it is.
Sure. Okay, so you've cleared this part of the dungeon. The only part remaining is the part you didn't go into because there was that creepy, weird whispering.
No, but there was a door,
I
wasn't there?
still feel like we shouldn't go through there.
There was a door, but that just led out to the other exit.
Oh.
So it was.
How do we feel about this? I think the first thing we've got to do is take the ring back, because then that completes what we had to do, and let the sister know that there's still something that's much more powerful than we are.
I didn't know that there was a ring thing.
That was the yeah, you missed that bit.
Yeah, you never told me.
The
Okay, well, we've been a bit busy with spiders, orcs, and so on. So
So orcs and goblins always work for something that's a little bit evil. So this fae thing, and I know it was a fae, is probably a bit evil. If we go in there, who knows?
So you see Roscoe. You peek down this side. That's where the other door came out.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I have to say, just putting it out there, I'm not afraid.
Of no ghosts.
In fact, really, it should be afraid of me. But I'm just gonna, we can do whatever. I don't mind.
As long as there's no weapons unleashed, we can have a chat and then disengage.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Okay. What could possibly go wrong?
Okay, so you're heading up to the.
Coming from Mister, I think we should run away.
Look, there's a difference between strategic withdrawal and other things.
So you get around the corner, and again, this just stench of decay and rot meets your nose, and you just hear again the yes, come closer.
Don't step into the water.
Okay. So at this point, I am going to use my thermometergy to make my voice boom, and I'm going to just say, "Reveal yourself."
Okay, and
See what happens.
out of the water comes a grotesque woman
Oh, baby. Hello.
who is got scaled skin and rotten seaweed hair, and
Nice.
as she comes out of water, she goes,
Hello, pretties. What brings you to see old Polly Knucklebones?
We brought you a gift. I've just had an idea. Sorry.
she goes,
Gifts. I am open to gifts. Horned one, approach.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk forward, not in the water, and then just sort of like here,
yep,
and then I'm going to put on the floor the steel mirror, and then I'm going to step back.
okay. So she goes, and picks up the steel mirror and sort of retreats back and holds it up to her face and goes,
Yes, for me to see my beauty in.
Absolutely.
I shall answer you questions free for your gifts.
Ooh, what do we want to ask? Hello, anybody? Hello. What do we want to ask? Well, I suppose the first thing. Go on.
I don't know.
Okay, what do we call you?
My name is Old Polly Knucklebones.
Okay, that was a wasted question.
One question. Two remain.
Why are you here?
This is my lair. Two questions.
Okay,
One
stop,
remain.
Stop asking any questions.
You what? Sorry.
Stop. Don't ask any more questions.
Okay. Well, because
Well, I
obviously
agree.
when it-
Don't ask me more questions.
Okay. What do we do? We're backing out.
No. What do you want?
That's a question.
I want to rule everything. That's your three questions.
and then
You want
she
to roll?
backs away back into the water, keeping her eyes on you as she backs away.
Won't
Okay.
you join me in my water?
I mean, I'm going to say that's an offer we're going to pass up. What do you?
Yeah, that's an offer I can refuse.
I'm not.
I had a bath this morning.
And she starts edging towards you again, this time skirting round.
What are we going to do, guys?
Closer.
Run away.
We're going to back up.
Yeah.
Back up. All right.
Back up.
Okay, no problems.
I mean, we've done half the quest, so I recognise the old crone needing a mirror kind of thing.
Hmm. That was she took it as a gift, and that's good enough. My by
I
the way,
feel
my
like
third.
we need a silver comb and a pearl.
You like what? Sorry.
A silver comb and a pearl.
Okay. I was going to say my next question was going to be, what are you vulnerable to, or how can we kill you? You know, I don't know if she would have answered that, but
I feel like it's. Is it Monkey Island?
it might be, yeah. Okay, so what do? We're going to back out and go and see the sister and
Do you need
return
to
the
talk
ring.
to
And
your sister?
yeah, I think let's do that.
Okay, no
Because
problem.
it might be her sister after all.
Might be, or she might know why that's why it's taken residence under the crypt, the church.
Okay, so easy enough. You make
Go
your
back
way
up the ladder.
back up the ladder and back
Yeah, yeah.
out into the church to where Sister Grail is.
Okay.
Okay, so you can talk to her. You present the ring, and you sort of fill her in on what happened, and that the brother did unfortunately meet his demise. she's worried when you speak about this this hag you saw down there. And,
you need to seal that crypt up for now.
she says, "Okay, we will. We'll see if we can move Sildar's crypt, and we'll seal it and collapse the tunnel. Hopefully, that will keep her down there.
Okay.
It won't be forever.
Won't be forever. We just need to find a way to combat her.
Okay. She goes, okay, what I will do then, rather than completely seal the tunnel, I shall move the crypt and we'll lock the trapdoors, both of them, to make sure she can't get through. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say.
No problem. We'll do that then. Thank you for your help. You can obviously keep the ring and anything you found down there. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Okay.
So this ring, what does this ring do?
You need to cast Identify on it if you want to. Have you got a spell slot?
Which we can do if we're out and about, so we can just rest up.
Yeah.
Well, we are out and about, so I will.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
so
right.
you can make. I'm guessing you're making your way back to the inn, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, no
Actually,
problem. So you make your way back in, and it is bustling away. So let's get you guys back downstairs. So you sort of recoup in the inn downstairs, and talk of your adventure, and you manage to identify the two rings. The ring is a ring of protection. It adds +1 to your armor class if you wear it. You do need to attune to it, so you use one of your attunements. The necklace, I saw what that was. I completely forgot. It adds +1 to your strength if you wear it. Yeah. So the necklace adds +1 to your strength.
Okay, so I mean, in terms of the armor class, the protection, my armor class is 11. Right, what about you guys?
14.
I have a 16 armor class. The only
So
question
I'm-
is for me is whether or not another 1 strength would be beneficial.
What's your strength?
High. It's currently 80.
Well, it could be 19 then, can't it? I mean, it's.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, is it beneficial to have 1 more? Would I get any benefits for like rolls or?
It's every 2 you get another plus to it, so you'd be 1 closer to getting the next one.
Okay. So, would anyone else benefit from having an extra 1 strength?
Not overly, I don't think.
That's what I was kind of getting at. If not, then I'll take the necklace.
Yeah, I mean, my strength is weedy. It's 10, so.
Oh, by the way, I totally picked up my mace on the way back up.
Yep, I assumed you did.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if your strength is 10, then you're not
Yeah.
going to get much benefit from either. So I might as well take it and be 1 closer to an extra
Yeah, take it.
strength modifier.
Okay,
Sounds
cool.
like a plan.
So
So 1 achievement slot, yeah.
yeah, 1 of your attunement slots, and you get +1 to your strength, so your strength goes up to 19.
Where's the
And-
achievement, sorry?
Let me have a look. I think I'll need to add it for you.
That was going to be my question for the ring.
Yeah, I'll add a
I want to keep the 1 ring.
1 ring to rule them all.
Exactly.
let me add one here. Other resource, we'll put attune.
I've somehow managed to delete my language proficiency, but that's okay. Don't worry.
You absolute
Oh,
plum.
no.
No, you've
No,
added
I've
another one.
I've added one. That's fine. That's fine.
Stop pressing things, George. I'll fix
Sorry.
it. So attunements, I think you can have 2 currently.
I've got quite a lot
So
of
I've added a box to the right hand side for you, Malpheus, because you're wearing Roscoe. I'll add one for you as well. Attunements.
Yeah,
2,
got it.
and I will add 1 onto that. Okay, cool. There you go. I'll add 1 to yours, Mist, when you get one. You need to attune to. So you are fully attuned up to
I've
your
put mine.
things.
So, I put
So
the ring
you
on
put
and
your
my
armor
+1
class
armor
up to
class.
1. Yeah,
Yeah.
up by 1. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Nice.
So successful mission.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
I'd say so.
Yeah, absolutely. So you return back to the fallen orc. Mist, you see it again. You missed out on a lot of the rowdiness of this last night. Your colleagues fill you in on the quest they've got from Gray, the owner of the tavern, who has said that he needs a magical artifact retrieved from, and his lead is to check in with people in the next village over, a village called Leilion, about the area where this could be located, this ruins. You've also got a league from Carreg Boar-Eater, who's the dwarf across from there, that there is an arena in town which you might be able to make a quick buck on doing some fighting at.
Oh yeah.
As well, so that's what sort of remains to you to face next time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll leave it there for
Into
tonight.
the arena immediately. I think an extra level to go really, really handy there.
So the way levels work on this one,
Yep.
I'm doing milestone levels, and
Okay.
you get a level when you advance through the main storyline.
Okay.
So each time you finish a quest on the main storyline, you'll gain a level.
Nice.
To point you in the right direction, the main storyline ones are the ones which Grey is giving you.
Okay. Right. Okay.
All right.
So we won't
Yep.
get anything out of that other than loot.
Yeah, you get loot for obviously side quests. You get loot and magic items, which make it an easier time maybe for you in the story quests, so they're worth doing still.
Absolutely. Well, I
yeah.
love loot.
So
Absolutely.
was that was a non?
That was a side
That was a
quest.
side quest, yeah.
I think it was a good one to wet a whistle.
Brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a good one.
If not slightly tricky, guys.
There's-
Coming in to revive your asses.
Yeah, but we can't all tank, can we? So
that was just hilarious. You have no idea the amount I was like, for fuck's sake, when Roscoe was knocked out straight away, and the first creature you met, I was like, don't die.
is it worth me jumping in? Yes.
Yeah, I was like, fucking jump in, they need you now. It's gonna be a party wipe, it's gonna be just you.
Oh god.
Oh, good job there, guys.
I don't know what you're up to.
And good choice on not fighting the hag, because you would have got fucking owned.